Hello, hello. We got a late start today, you guys, but that is okay, right? Man, it's been quite the week. Sorry for the. I don't know if there's some of you watching on YouTube that are struggling with the stream ending and starting again, but I do apologize for that. For some reason, the YouTube stream was giving me a lot of trouble this morning. I don't know what's going on with it. Hopefully, it's working now, but it was giving me trouble before for sure. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday? TGIF, am I right? My mom would always say TGIF growing up. It's her thing. I'm still eating lunch, so cereal for lunch. Excuse me. How's your guys' week been, though? Things going well? Games going well? I was gaming with my brother last night. I was kind of killing it, not gonna lie. I had a few really good games. I had a few really bad ones, too. Overall, I feel like it went really well. By the way, Double Cup, if you're still here, thank you for the follow. I sent a message in the chat because I saw it, but just want to let you know. Thank you. Hmm. I'm hoping to do some VOD reviews today. And maybe some pro VOD reviews, but I don't know. Because we're starting so late, I don't know exactly what we'll have time for. I do think, sorry, I'm eating. Um, I do think I will have time for VOD reviews, but we only have about one queued up right now, maybe two. But I do think we could go over the DLNS games because I haven't seen them yet, and maybe we could do a VOD review of them. Did you guys watch DLNS, EU or NA? I haven't seen anything, so I don't know if they were good or not, or if there's like somebody who really killed it on a certain hero that we'd want to review or something like that. If I remember correctly, the last time we did Pro VOD reviews, what was that, on Wednesday? Tuesday? I don't remember. I think that checked off the list for every single hero. I think we've officially done a Pro VOD review for every single hero at some point. But I don't think all of them made it to YouTube because of like issues with editing or laziness or audio issues or something like that. But I'm going through the hero list really quick in my notes. I actually don't think we've done a Yamato Provider review. Or Vindicta. So I guess maybe we're still missing a few. Dang. Well, we're really close, regardless. We're very close to getting all of them. Or getting every single hero at least one Provider review from the channel, but like I said, I don't know if we'll have time for Provider reviews today. I do think we'll be doing a silent stream later. So I think after coaching today, we will probably be on tonight with the silent stream while I'm gaming with my brother. That's pretty normal. So, well, Friday night, I mean, is pretty normal gaming. So I figured I'd do another silent stream. I don't know that the silent stream is going to be a huge hit, but it's definitely not hurting. So if you guys want to come back and watch me lose a bunch of games on whatever we end up playing, probably Counter-Strike, because my brother's on this huge Counter-Strike kick, really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it too, don't get me wrong, but like he's really been loving it. So we've been spending a lot of time playing Counter-Strike. So it'll probably be mostly Counter-Strike tonight, but maybe a little bit of Deadlock too. I don't know. But yeah. We do have that to look forward to. Silent stream later. Let me see. I don't think Samurai Funk is here. Samurai, are you here? I don't think you're here. If Samurai Funk is here, then we can jump into his VOD review. Otherwise, I'm going to look for some pro VOD reviews, probably. Let me pull up the DLNS stream, and we'll see if there was any good games. Where, I guess more accurately, if there's any hero in particular that we want to be reviewing that was played in DLNS EU or NA, that we can maybe go over the game. All right, let's take a look at this recording here. Why it's struggling to pull this up. Sorry, give me a second. There we go. Okay, hold up. This was Leviathan versus Abrams. Abrahams. Looks like they won. Who did I say? Vindicta. Okay, Vindicta and Yamato are kind of who we're looking for. Were they played at all? This is Abrahams versus Buff Enjoyers. Game 1, it doesn't look like there was anybody in there. Let's look for game 2. Game 2 did have Listic on Yamato, so maybe we could do that. Let's see how he did, though. Dang, it looks like they maybe won this game. So that would be really good for us to grab this. Maybe. Yeah, let me see if I can find this one. So this is game 2 of Buff Enjoyers versus Abrahams. And it looks like Buff Enjoyers maybe won the game. I need the match ID. You think they'll give me the match ID? Also need to open up Deadlock here. There it is. Got me a match ID. Let's take a look. I swear I've done a Yamato Pro VOD review. Have I really not? Okay. Sorry, let me turn off my desktop sounds really quick. So you guys don't hear Deadlock in the background as I'm taking a look at different Pro VOD reviews that we can review. Dang, Cosmetical had quite the pocket game. Yeah, I like seriously doubt we're gonna see Vindicta played though, right? Like, there's just no way. Abraham's got Yamato on Sherik the next game. And Buff Enjoyers won. I think. Yeah. Oh, Sherik's Yamato did poorly. Okay. Let's take a look at NA maybe. Although I seriously doubt that's gonna change. We're probably gonna have to find like a Vindicta stream. I seriously doubt it's gonna be played in DLNS. So melee creeps versus Popper's pupils. And Lomain is subbing for Poppers, it looks like. Wait, did I miss a game one? Was there no qualifying game for NA? Did they just do a finals game or what is this? We got Ido on Yamato as well. Doesn't look like he had a fantastic start though. Okay, so melee creeps and Popper's pupils went 1-on-1. Dang, the comps are just the same, it seems. I'm not able to find a Vindicta game. Not from DLNS anyways. Okay, so I think I'll use this. Wait, error replay not yet ready for download. What? Let me try reloading Deadlock. And then I'll look for a Vindicta game if I can. Although I did see Lomain play Vindicta not long ago and he just owned. We could do that, except I feel like I do a lot of Lomain reviews and we should avoid it. All right, Deadlock's loading back up. Let me see if I can get this replay to download, because if this can't download, then I'm going to need a different Yamato VOD, which is annoying. I could try and find Fred the Finch on, what's it called? On YouTube. And see if I could get one of his. I think he's like What's his name in game? Do you guys know off the top of your head? Fred the Finch, the Yamato one trick, the E6 Yamato player. Um, Fred the Finch is his YouTube, but in game it's different. Why can't I remember? Anyway, I can't remember. Okay, the Yamato game does look like it's downloading. I'm sorry, I have to go use the restroom, so I will be right back. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I am back, and for some reason, this Yamato VOD review, the pro VOD review I'm trying to do for Listic, is not working. So we may have to find Fred the Finch, but let me take a look here. There's a streamer that plays Vindicta. Let me see if I can find them. Let's take a look at their most recent broadcast and see if they played any Vindicta. Oh man. Sorry. I think I'm getting sick. So you just have to bear with me. Hey, the first game I load into, he's playing Vindicta. Do you think I can find the match ID? Here it is. Let me see if I can download this one. I think Heather's just breaking all the VOD reviews, to be honest with you guys. Okay. I think it's working. We'll see. Let me pull up Vindicta. Here we go. This one seems to be downloading just fine. I don't know what's wrong with the Yamato one then. I wonder why the Yamato, the DLNS VOD review isn't working for me. Alright. Fred the Finch is literally live right now. What a Chad. Let me find some past videos of Yamato though. Like yesterday's stream, he probably played some Yam, right? Surely. He's been playing so much Lash. Oh, here's Yam. Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can find match ID for this Yamato game if it was good. Oh, looks like they got owned. Probably not the best game to showcase then. Alright, let's keep looking for more Yamato gameplay. Dang, he's been playing so much Lash. So much Lash. Okay, another Yam game. Let's see if this one was any good. So far it's looking pretty bad. Oh my gosh. This might be an excellent game to showcase because it seems like a pretty insane comeback potentially. Let's take a look at this. Let me see. Let me get match ID and then I think we'll just start off with pro VOD reviews today until Samurai gets here. Once Samurai's here, then I can do a VOD review because he asked for one forever ago. His name in game is like Ronaldo or something, right? I don't know. Okay, let's see. That think this is it. Okay. Right now his name is Forever Second. Dang, his Vindicta owned. Maybe I should do this game for Vindicta. Holy smokes. I wonder, is this Pluto and Strider? Hold up. He's playing against Crayon in this game. Is that our Pluto? I wonder. Pluto was playing Pocket. He's got to be on the Yamato leaderboards. I just wonder where he's at. He's 12th. He's 12th on the leaderboards right now for Yamato. Maybe I should go back further. Maybe I should use this game for Yamato. Or wait, what did I say? I meant to say use this game for Vindicta, because this Vindicta game was insane. This guy owns with Vindicta. I think I am. Hold up. Let me find more. Let me swap this out. This is so funny. I'm looking for a Yamato game and I find a better Vindicta game. Yeah, let me swap these out. Hold up. Let me put this for Vindicta. Sorry, I'm just putting my notes in. Let me go back down to Yam. Let's find a different game day. What's your Twitch? It's just twitch.tv/Blayton Falcon. So it's not Coach Blayton, it's just Blayton on Twitch. It's the only one that's unique. Everything else is Coach Blayton. Patreon, Kick, YouTube, TikTok eventually. Everything else is Coach Blayton, but okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna look for a Yamato game after this. Let's go ahead and send this. Let me switch over here. Excuse me. I appreciate your guys' patience with me feeling sick today and constantly clearing my throat. So this game is from JCK. This is Fred the Finch on YouTube. He's a Yamato player, number 12th in North America. This is, you know, we're playing against Crayon. We're playing with Pluto and Strider. So Eternus 6 lobby, and this guy just dominates with Vindicta. Now, for some reason, he's not the MVP. I guess it's because he wasn't like as impactful as Wraith or whatever. But anyway, I want to see how he plays this. So we're gonna do quick Vindicta. Oh shoot, let me change my. It's not a silent stream either. So.
Think of what you can achieve with the Hidden King's help, McGinnis. Complete the ritual.
The crows lend me their aid.
Sorry. There we go. Should say Pro Review now. I love the usage of infinite ammo, getting as much as he can. I try not to show deaths, because I want to know whether they're going to die or live based on just watching the gameplay. So we're not going to show deaths and kills, we're just going to show his ult usages. And then I changed the minimap so that we're only seeing what he can see on the minimap. Excellent usage of infinite ammo. What was that? What was Lash doing? That was very interesting.
My fault.
I wonder if he's gonna start Trophy Collector. I wonder if he's literally gonna go Trophy Collector so early. So that any kills in lane, or once he gets ult and goes to bridges and whatnot, or assassinates in other lanes. Also, blue is such a good lane for Vindicta. It's so good for Vindicta. Is this Lash trolling? Is this like a win trade? What am I watching?
Easier to do my job if I keep them in one place. You're not getting closer. I see the enemy.
With one bullet, he in his clip he cleared 2 minions or more.
This is just the beginning.
Yep, he does go first item Trophy Collector.
I like it.
Die on your feet.
This has to be a win trade. There's actually no way. Maybe this is a terrible Pro VOD review to be doing. We'll find out, I suppose. Hey Shelly, how's it going?
Summoning crows.
And Falcon, welcome in on the Twitch chat now.
Throwing stick.
I swear we're watching a Lash win trade. It's unreal what I'm witnessing. I saw your rules video, it's pretty interesting. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a hard topic to cover. I don't love creating generalized like educational content like that because it can change, and especially in a developing game, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it was helpful, more important than anything else.
Let's take out drifting.
I had a rousing round of let's keep fighting the enemy team and never push our lanes. I swear this Lash has to be win trading. What am I actually watching right now? Shelly, it seems like you've been having some really rough deadlock experience lately.
Finding them.
Yeah, it's not good. Shelly, what you need to do is find a duo. You need to find a duo that's like roughly the same rank as you, maybe a little higher, and help them get you out of elo hell. Oh, what a shot.
No one is getting in my way.
One of the things that a lot of people struggle with when they're in a position like you, when they're improving a lot, but they're getting really bad teammates, or they're just having really rough games, even though it feels like they are improving. Sometimes it helps to get a duo to help you start ranking up with that improvement, because then you have more synergy in the game. Like, see, what is this Lash doing? This can't actually be real. I was wondering if you had any advice from a person coming from Overwatch getting into Deadlock. I've been stuck in Initiate. I can ask later if you're doing stuff now. No, you can ask me anytime. I'd never played Overwatch personally, so I can't give you any advice from an Overwatch perspective. So you're gonna have to find somebody else if it's specifically for an Overwatch player. I wouldn't be able to help you with like what the differences are between Deadlock and Overwatch, or I wouldn't be able to help you at a high rank like I can help you in Deadlock or other games. What I would say in general is that this game, as far as I understand and have seen Overwatch played, this game is much more of a MOBA and much less of a hero shooter than Overwatch was, meaning fighting enemies usually is more of a waste of time than is farming the jungle. So like killing minions in the jungle, boxes, the center sacrifice, which are the low slot machines, that kind of a thing. You're going to get a lot more value in general if you are farming properly instead of fighting. It's my understanding that Overwatch, as far as it is a MOBA, it's only because of the map design that it's a MOBA, and it's more of a hero shooter. Like, you spend a whole lot more time fighting. In Deadlock, there's not a ton of fighting as compared to Overwatch. It's more of a MOBA. I don't know if that helps a ton, but that's just because I don't have a ton of experience with Overwatch, so my information I'm giving you is basically from a Deadlock perspective and very limited perspective. But I would say in general, the best way that I can help you improve is watching your gameplay. If I watch you play Deadlock, I can tell you what you can do better. But it's going to be hard for me to give you general information. Oh, that was so close. So all coaching is free. I'm happy to do a coaching session with you and look at like a VOD review of yours, but just telling you what I think you should improve is going to be really difficult, especially if you're coming from a game I never played.
I see you.
I'm genuinely not sure how I'd find a duo that wants to improve and not just play to play. Yeah, I wish the community could help you, but I don't know how many people, because Shelly, you're in EU, right? I don't know how many people in the community we have in EU that are in Ascendant looking for a duo, other than like Pact Fan. You could try reaching out to Pact Fan, who's in the community, like in the Discord, and you could see if he'd be willing to game. Because wait, Shelly, are you Ascendant? Maybe I have your rank wrong. You'll have to remind me if I've got it wrong. Or maybe Pact Fan would be a good duo either way, because he's Ascendant.
They don't have answers for race.
I'm like low Phantom at peak. Oh, okay, so you're like higher Archon towards, or Oracle towards Phantom. Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to duo with. Oh, what a patient shot from Vindicta here. I don't know if I'd be able to recommend somebody that much higher than you be your duo, because high Oracle to Ascendant is very, very different, and as much as you're improving, I don't know. Currently ping-ponging between Oracle 6 and 3 constantly. Yeah, I mean, Oracle players are also... You're stuck in plat chat right now, Shelly. To be honest with you, it's going to be really hard to get out. Oracle is fairly miserable, and it just takes a long time to get out. If you can, when you're playing your games, anybody that you find that is, like, really chill, or seems to be, like, want to improve kind of a type of person, you could try talking to them and seeing if they... Wow, how patient was he with that shot, you guys? That is one of the keys to Vindicta, is patience with your snipes, man. You could try talking to them and asking if they want to duo a couple games, and then if you duo a game with them and it's not working, you can just say, like, hey, I'm getting off, and just don't play with them anymore, that kind of a thing. Hopefully he goes for bridge buffs here.
If you like that, I got some other stuff to fill in the truck.
Anyway, that would be my advice, is try and find somebody that you play with that's decent. Like, you know, in every 20 games you probably find somebody that's worth playing with, don't you think? Thanks. I don't know anyone who would call Overwatch a MOBA, but I would say that's pretty accurate. It's hard because I have around 300 hours in this game, and it feels pretty lost, especially after the lightning face.
They have to be
Wait,
around
after
here
the
somewhere.
lightning face. I don't know what you mean by that, Falcon. I'm sorry, you'll have to
Maybe
maybe elaborate. Wow, what a shot.
I see the enemy.
Falcon, happy to do a VOD review for you, and we can take a look at your gameplay, and then I'll be able to tell you what I think would help you rank up or get better at the game. But yeah, I think Overwatch is only a MOBA in terms of map design, like having lanes and objectives to push inside of the hero shooter. But Deadlock is much more of a MOBA than Overwatch, or I'm trying to think of another example, like Marvel Rivals. This involves like way more farming like you would in League of Legends or Dota or something. The thing is, I could not even tell you if I'm performing at Oracle level or not. I would think I'm not, but who knows? I mean, we could take a look at a VOD, shall we? This Lash has to be trolling. There's like no way this is an Eternus player playing for real. Oh, after lane phase. Okay, sorry. I don't feel like I know what I should be doing. No, it depends on the hero you're playing, right? It depends on the role. So, you know, if you're an M1 or an off carry, then you're going to want to spend a whole lot of time in a lane by yourself, like in one of the side lanes, just clearing waves, and then in between waves clearing camps and boxes, Sinner Sacrifice, whatever's close to you. And if you're a pick hero, you're going to want to spend a lot more time roaming and looking for picks around the map. If you're a support, you're going to look for the same thing. You're going to be roaming a little bit more, stealing enemy farm. Same for off support, they play the same way. So it really depends on the heroes you've been playing, Falcon, and yeah. I play Apollo and Yamato basically exclusively. Yeah, so after lane phase, you're gonna want to spend time clearing tier 1 and tier 2 camps, or stealing Sinner Sacrifice from the enemy team, and looking for picks with your team, like staying somewhat grouped and looking for picks around the lanes, like around blue lane or the side lanes, like ganking the side lane players.
Headed to York.
You're going to be doing quite a bit of fighting and farming Sinner's Sacrifice and tier 2 camps. Mainly just stealing enemy camps if you can, like any small tier 1 or tier 2 camps. I'm hoping that we can do a pro VOD review of Yamato later today, and then maybe you can see. I guess maybe it would help to review a game that I almost lost. Potentially, shall we? It's hard for me to say. I mean, sometimes some VODs just are not great for coaching.
Has your number.
Like, sometimes, whether it's a close win or loss, it just doesn't matter. Like, sometimes it's just not great. There wasn't a lot to coach on that VOD.
Let's go to York. Headed together.
Dang, we just lost a walker. Despite this last win trading, enemy team actually got our walker.
I see Drifter.
It's almost impossible to know ahead of time what games you should play. I'm sorry, Shelly. I wish there was like a better method for it, but honestly, it's basically just pick a game that was close, like either a close win or loss. Those are usually, on average, more reliable for actual coaching opportunity, but not always. A game that you almost lost might be good, but I just can't guarantee it. Imagine we die here.
They're mine.
Oh, the bats on the crows. Oh, she missed Rake. That's pretty good.
I need to make distance.
No, usually if you're getting stomped, there's not a lot that I can coach on. Usually when it's a closer game, there's more coaching material or more area, or it's easier to pinpoint exactly what it is that you need to improve. Because those games are games where you potentially could have actually had an impact on the outcome of the game. And then I can pinpoint where your impact could have been greater, and that's basically coaching. But it's, what I'm trying to say is that just because the game is close doesn't mean it's going to be easy for me to coach you. playing a variety of heroes is fine.
Headed to blue.
You just have to understand what the role does.
They're not even going to
If you
hear
can
the bullet that
understand
kills them.
what role that hero plays, then you can understand how to play them. Or what you need to be doing in the mid game and late game as that role. But yeah, I mean, we may have to do VOD reviews on each of the heroes you play if all 4 of them are different roles, right? Like if it's 4 heroes across 2 different roles, then we would only need to be doing 2 VOD reviews, right? But if they're 4 different roles, then maybe we would have to do multiple VOD reviews for you. Yeah, throw the match ID in the Discord if you wouldn't mind. That'd be the
Headed
best
to
way
Bro-
for me to do it.
Let's take out Lash.
Yeah, I got him.
Oh, it's so sad. He's got queued up counterspell, which would have potentially saved him here, but he didn't have it yet. But so Vindicta, as an example, Vindicta is an off-carry role. And usually off-carries like to side lane and get solo farm, but Vindicta gets stacks from her ult kills. So she actually likes to roam around almost like a pick hero and take fights all across the map and see if she can get kills with her ult and start building up stacks for the late game so she can be an off-carry. So she's a unique off-carry to where she doesn't, like Lady Geist or Victor are off-carries, and they want to be in side lane by themselves getting solo farm, but Vindicta is not that way. So it's just like understanding where the heroes need to be and why they need to be there. Like, why isn't Vindicta as an off carry just getting solo farm in one of the side lanes? Oh, because she gets stacks from her ult, so it makes more sense to have higher kill participation throughout the game.
I see the enemy.
Beautiful shot.
Revenge.
See, he constantly rotates to fights that are already happening, but he's not necessarily the one starting the fights all the time. That's how Vindicta plays. Because Vindicta isn't strong at starting fights. She actually almost always loses a fight she starts, but she can finish fights that were already started really, really well.
Strikes true.
I need to play my check my top played heroes again, actually. Well, that's the thing though, Shelly, is like your heroes are gonna change too. Like, not everybody keeps the same main. Like, my main was different before Paige was released, and then once Paige was released, I started to use Paige because I realized how much I enjoyed playing her. Wow, what a bad time for them to kill Victor and pop his ult in the middle of the pit there. Enemy team just took all 3 reaches. Yeah. No, for the sake of the Discord, giving me the 3 heroes you play gives me an idea of the roles that you're playing, or maybe it gives me insight as to why you're struggling if you're playing 3 different roles, like drastically different roles, you know what I mean? So yeah, for that would help a lot. Fast forward through this death. Looks like we're gonna lose our last walker. That's tragic. So despite Lash win trading like the whole game, he's 1 in 18. They've gotten all 3 of our walkers. This enemy team is playing this well. Nice shot.
Die, Drifter.
How do you get the VOD review, by the way? I would join the Discord, and there's a request a coach channel. There's actually a how to request a coach, so you can take a look at what I'm looking for when you request it. And then you can go to the request a coach channel and post that little forum, I guess. There's like a little thing I got in there. There's a word I'm looking for that I can't think of because my brain isn't working today. I put it up? Thanks, Shelly. We'll take a look at it. So Vindicta also taking advantage of her high objective damage as an off carry to try and push that objective and get the walker for her team because we're slot locked, right? Like we have a soul lead despite losing mid boss, but that's our first slot, so we were not going to be able to catch up with them unless we were able to get a slot. So that was massive for him to die for the walker there. Really, really good play. I do feel like I also suffer from I'm a support / space maker, not the carry in a lot of games. I also do still struggle with aggressiveness / micro, but I'm working on it. Yeah, we'll take a look. I mean, sometimes you're, that is your role, right? If you're not the carry, you're just creating space or supporting your team. And sometimes in those roles, you are at the mercy of your team, like playing well. I will say it's much harder to rank up as a support player if you are the best player on the team. That was a really big issue I had when I was in Ascendant, trying to rank up into Eternus, like for the first time, is I play a lot of support heroes, but I was the best player on the team. And then what do you do, right? Then I'm supporting people that are worse than me. I had to just like either play different roles or play my role drastically differently, which is probably why I ended up playing my support like way more aggressive than the average support does, because it allowed me to give my team some sort of head start. But yeah, you do need to adapt to that, because playing a support as the best player on the team, and I'm not saying you need to switch, like no, you need to play a hyper carry or an off carry. Like you can do it. It's just gonna be difficult. Ooh, so close. I have quite a few run games where I have a really good early in my game, but then my team just keeps throwing themselves at the walker despite my comments. Yeah, there's only so much you can do, unfortunately.
I see the enemy.
There's almost always something we can improve on, and you just have to focus on your improvements. Your improvement is the most important thing, but it's a long con, and like it does not always come quickly.
No running.
I don't like that he's backing out here. I'm definitely improving. It just sucks to get the teams of health for 3 to 4 games in a row. Oh, I know, it's painful. That's the rank up process, right? Like it's just so difficult. Look at him be patient with his shots. He's not just shooting, hoping that Lash peeks him. He's waiting, saving that ammo capacity. Beautiful. Very well done. Very patient.
Glad to help.
Vindicta is a test of patience, bro. Like your snipes and your ammo capacity. Like, people who play Vindicta impatiently probably struggle really hard. The mental crash at 6 minutes and squad just rolls up every time I get to Oracle 6 again. Yeah, I feel you. That's kind of where I was at in Ascendant when I was learning Pocket and de-ranking and whatnot, and then I was like, I was learning Pocket, and so I de-ranked a ton. Well, actually, I was playing a bunch of heroes I don't normally play. Like, I was playing a ton of new heroes, ton. But Pocket in particular, I put a lot of time into, and I was struggling. And so part of that process was like I de-ranked from like high Eternus to high Ascendant, like almost a full division down. Oh, that's super annoying. And then getting back up to Eternus was like miserable because I had to go through with a bunch of Ascendant players. Oh, that Lash ult was really patient, waiting for the counter spell. My smile just turning into a frown as soon as I hear the shift shouting at their lane partner 3 minutes in too. Yeah, I feel you. It is what it is. I would try to be somewhat of a peacemaker in those situations and be like, yo, Shift, do you want to trade me lanes? Like, do you want to come lane over here? I'll play with this person. Like, you know, something like that might be helpful.
They're in mid.
But I mean, it's hard for me to give you suggestions because Flat Chat is the worst rank in the world. Oracle is horrendous to deal with. Dang, that riposte was far. Holy smokes. I've tried it, never works. Well, it hasn't worked yet. I wouldn't give up hope, but it sounds like it hasn't worked yet. Probably not in small part due to the woman debuff. Do you have a really big issue with that in EU? I feel like there's a fairly big issue with that in NA too, but I don't know how bad it is in EU. Yeah, I often get people just making jokes at my expense whenever I say anything. They stop playing the game just to be rude. That's super annoying. I'm sorry that's your experience. I mean, yeah, getting a duo would probably help, but it's hard. It's hard to find a duo that's willing to play with you, that wants to improve. Like, those people are rare, unfortunately.
Let's go yellow.
Most important thing is that you're still improving or trying to improve. Those are going to be really, really big for you.
If only killing Haythorn
Rank
was
will
this
follow.
easy.
Just keep improving.
I see,
Eventually, you
Drifter.
get to a point where you've improved so much that like it feels like you're smurfing and you just rank up automatically, right? Like Shelly, if I were to put you in an initiate lobby, you would probably dominate, even on a support hero. Like you would just dominate them, because you're so much better than that rank because you've improved so much. You just need to do that to Oracle players. Like if I get put on an Oracle lobby as Paige, I'm 100% dominating them, even as full support Paige. Like it's not even close. So just keep improving.
Hides for me.
As painful and slow as it's gonna be, just keep going through the grind. Yeah, that's a fair assessment. You'll probably get higher than that too. Just keep going. If you can find a duo that's going to be better, and hopefully maybe somebody in the community would be willing to play with you, like you can ask around if there's anybody in EU, like in the Discord you could ask if anybody in EU's around Oracle to be willing to play with you, and you could duo with them. But the community's really small, so I think you got slim pickings. Falcon, thanks so much for the follow, appreciate it. Dang. I'm gonna go back over this death really quick. I think he cancels his too. And that killed him. He needed to stay airborne and fly higher and higher and higher and make it harder and harder for them to hit him. That's the one thing I'm kind of baffled by. I know for sure that an Eternus player would just smoke my lobbies, but I have no idea how. Well, it's mostly because we know how to exploit weakness. So,
If you don't hate my turrets yet, you're gonna real soon.
like, I play differently depending on which rank I'm playing against. So, I just know how to exploit each rank's weakness. Like for Oracle, weakness is ego and overfighting in general. So I would just constantly bait them into bad fights. And then I would I'd just get more and more fed the more I bait them into fights. It's also lack of macro, so split pushing against Oracle players is going to be really effective too. Like if you want a free slot, pretend you're doing a team fight on one lane, they'll over-rotate late because instead of taking trades on the other side of the map, going, oh hey, we're losing this walker, can we push this walker instead and trade it? They're gonna go, yo, we need to rotate over there. And then they're late to the rotate, and we just split push the other side as well. I would say it's going to be exploiting weakness, and it's also going to be micro, like just mechanical excellence. So the fact that oracles are going to miss way more Vindicta snipes than I would, etc. Like that sort of a thing, just in general. Yeah, that's what I've been doing against them, especially on Doorman. Yeah, you're probably having a massive impact on your games. You're just not seeing it in the outcomes because it's a 6v6. So one person's impact is usually pretty small, especially the higher rank you get. So it's harder for you to see how impactful your game has been. Bullet, I missed you saying hello. How's it going? I saw you replying to Shelly, but I didn't see you say hello. How are you doing today? I feel like I'm getting sick, so I apologize. It's all good. Glad to hear it.
I see the enemy.
I think the part of the game today where my team somehow lost a 6v2 was the roughest thing in a while. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I imagine also, Shelly, that you may be dealing with Smurfs. I don't know. I don't know how bad smurfing is, but you may be dealing with people that are slightly higher ranked than you without realizing it too.
Perfect.
But there's always this phenomenon, Shelly, you might just be on the bad end of matchmaking. There's a phenomenon where people can play really, really well with better players, but they can't seem to get there themselves because they can't carry themselves to that point. So like if I were to put like the average emissary player in an Eternus lobby, they may not actually do that bad with Eternus teammates because they know how to play well with teammates, but they can't carry an emissary lobby by themselves. And that is just matchmaking in any game ever, and there's really nothing I can coach out of that. It's just like, the only thing I can tell you in those scenarios is like, just keep improving, keep doing the best that you can, and with time, you could reasonably rank up. But unfortunately, it does happen. Yeah, like taking over the lobby as one player is just not a thing I can do most of the time other than on Haze. Well, here's the thing, you can take over a lobby with much more than KD. It's just much harder, and as much as I don't want to believe this to be true, I do think it's going to be harder as a girl too. Like, it's going to be much harder for guys to accept a girl as their IGL. Whereas me, if I talk in a game and I'm IGLing for Oracle players, they'll listen to what I'm saying. Because I say it with so much confidence and conviction, and they know it's right. So, dang, nice parries from Vindicta here. Excellent patience for him not to punch. How many of you would have punched like way earlier than that? This guy parried, and then parried, and then parried, and then parried, and then went for punches. Jeez.
I'm coming for you.
For me, finishing the point I was making is like, I don't carry via hyper carry KD, I carry as an IGL. That's how I got to Eternus. That's how I've gotten to high rank in almost every game I've ever played. In Valorant, when I was trying to hit top 500 for Radiant, which is the highest rank in that game, I did the same thing. I never was like the top frag every single game consistently all the time, but I was an excellent IGL. So it's like, I just played to my strength, and that's how I would carry people, is I would just make good callouts. And I just have this capacity that people want to listen to that call out. So that's how I carry. So there's just different ways of carrying, I guess is what I'm saying. Crabshack can only carry a lobby on Viper. But you mean KDA carry, right? Yeah, Bullet, I think I would have punched after the second parry maybe, but this guy parried 4 times before he went for a punch. This mega freaking patient from him. So awesome. That Vindicta patience coming in clutch. Crab can't even carry a lobbyist Viper, he just plays her for the voice lines. He's just there for the lark, huh?
Have to make this count. I'm lucky to get out alive.
Yeah, I don't know, I make a lot of calls, but then they just not followed and my team
They
dies at our
tried,
double centers or
they
something. So
failed.
this is something that, Shelly, why I think getting a duo would be really, really good, because my brother and I would do this. People wouldn't know we were duoed all the time, so we would back each other up in voice comms as if we weren't duoed, because as soon as you have a second person following you, the rest of the sheeple just get in line and follow the bell. So I would say a comm, like, I would say, yo, let's go mid boss, and my brother would jump in comms and be like, yeah, I'm headed to mid right now, that's a great idea. And then the rest of the team's like, oh, okay, 2 of my teammates are going, that's fine. But if just one person says it and one person disagrees, then you have an issue, right? You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's where I think it would maybe help for you to try and find a duo as well. Oh my gosh, why did he go on the zip?
No mercy comes for you today.
Guys, don't you all want to play against this Lash?
Don't touch me.
I feel like all of us want to play against this Lash. Hey, Heather. Welcome in, welcome in.
Things are looking up.
Auto mod let it through. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention to auto mod. Heather's gonna have to help you guys out. I love Viper. She just gets draft dipped so hard. Oh, I hate Viper. I'm such a Viper hater. I ban Viper every game, even if she's not OP. Okay. Really quick, going over this Vindicta game because we talked mostly the whole game. I really like the build order from JCK here. I really like that we're rushing Gunspike and then hop into a little bit of Spirit for our ult, but he didn't hit Spirit Spike, so he actually doesn't care necessarily about the investment so much. I think he did actually hit the 4.8k Spike during the game, but then sold it later for more gun damage. So willing to sacrifice the Spirit damage because he knows he's just trying to get stacks with Assassinate for more weapon damage. And then getting that counterspell, which is so OP on Vindicta, helps you stay in the air longer, and being able to fly is a free Merc Mag. And then his positioning, he's constantly entering fights that are already starting around the map from his pick heroes and his front lines, and making sure that he's helping finish fights, but he's not necessarily starting them. And if he's not starting fights, he's farming, and if he's not farming, he's split pushing an objective with his objective damage. So really well played from JCK. He did have like a win trader in lane, so not sure what this was, but yeah. Overall, I feel like he played that really well. His patience in general on Vindicta was absolutely fantastic. The way that he waits to use his ammo, he's not just holding left click, he's like being very intentional about using that micro to hit an enemy. He had Lash pinned behind a pillar, and he did not use any ammo. He was waiting for Lash to peek out. He wasn't just left clicking, hoping Lash would peek out. He's super patient with the ults. He's lining up those snipes. He's making sure he's hitting them rather than just getting a quick charge off. Playing really well. Overall, I think JCK showed us really well how to play Vindicta in general. Shelly says, yeah, I feel like when I'm solo, people just go, I don't know, and then their death timers have already gone from 45 to 28. It's a huge issue, Shelly. It happens even in Ascendant. I'll call mid-boss at like 17 minutes after 2 kills, and they're like, nah, we don't have the damage. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is miserable. Like, because they just don't know. I would say, in general, your comms have to be probably a little bit more assertive, so that they understand it's now or never. Like, I would maybe phrase the comms a little bit differently. I don't know if that's going to help you or if you've already tried it, which you probably have, but I'm just letting you know, like, in general, for me, it's, yo, we should go mid-boss right now. If we're not dropping right now, we can't do it at all. So I'm heading down. And then if they know, like, I'm going into mid-boss pit right now. If they want to stop me, they're going to have to come up with really good reasons, because I'm literally going to get audio cue in a second. I cannot be assertive like that to strangers. It just doesn't work with my brain. Then you need a duo who can do it for you. Because that's, IGL has to be assertive. So if you're going to try and shot call, you can't do it like passive aggressively. They'll always hesitate to the point where it's not going to be a good comm anymore. There are times when a comm has to be accepted within about 4 seconds before it's bad. And I'm talking like 16-minute mid-boss calls in Eternus. We all make that call, and in 4 seconds, the whole team is complying. Well, there's a difference between assertive and aggressive, Shelly. Maybe we should cover this a little bit. But yes, you gotta calm with confidence. Treat it like you're at work and you're the subject matter expert and everyone else is trainees. That's a good way of thinking about it, actually. I like that, Samurai. I told my team, there were times in Phantom and Oracle when I was ranking up that I told my team, I said, hey, mid-boss is the right call. I'm going to die getting it. So if you guys want to help me and get it quicker, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm gifting rejuves to the enemy team. And I phrased it that way, and then I went down there and I gifted 3 rejuves to the enemy team because they came and owned me after I killed mid-boss because my team didn't listen. So, I mean, if you want to be really, really crazy about it, you could be like me and be super cynical and be like, hey, I'm making the right call. If you guys want to make it with me, feel free to join me. I'm not going to tell you not to. But I don't recommend it. It's just what I would do from time to time. If I had teammates that were like super indecisive, weren't sure it was the right call, I would just make the right call for him, and I'd be like, yo, this is the right call. I'm going to go do it by myself. If I'm the only one there, I'm just giving it to the enemy team. So if you guys want to make the right call with me, come on. But like you're on a school group project and all your teammates are useless unless you tell them exactly what to be working on. But I pre-commed it when we were getting the kills still. Yeah, Shelly, I feel bad for you. It's a tough situation to be in. Your rank is the worst at responding to this. I gotta tell you, Oracle is the worst. If you're gonna be IGL, I would definitely try being more assertive without being aggressive. And the way to get people to listen to you is glaze your teammates. Do you glaze your teammates throughout the whole game, Shelly? Like when they get a kill in their lane or when they gank your lane and help you out, are you making them feel like the hero of their own story? Because if you glaze your teammates, I'm giving out a lot of nicely done and such. Lay it on a little thicker maybe, Shelly. Lay it on a little thicker. Make these guys want to get down on bended knee. Make, like, just stroke their ego so hard throughout the early game, and in mid game they'll listen. That would be my idea. So I super glaze my teammates all the time. Clip it and ship it, you heard it here first. I've also been trying to say things like, 7, we need you at mid-boss, please. So it's a specific person instead of a general call. That's really good and effective. I wouldn't stop doing that, that's for sure. I do that too. Especially if it's an M1 like 7 that has high mid-boss damage or something. I would just try glazing your teammates a little bit more. Like, make them feel like they're the most important person in the world whenever they make a good play, and prep their psychology to want to listen to anything that comes out of your mouth the rest of the game. Because they don't get that a lot in Deadlock, right? Most of the comms they hear from their teammates are not going to be that way. So when they do hear it, they're instantly going to sit up in their seat. Like, hold up. Are you saying that when you comm something, I want to listen? And then when you make calls like mid-boss, they'll want to go. And you could even continue on with that line of thinking to where when you do make comms, you can say stuff like, hey, I think mid-boss is a really good idea right here, but we need everybody to group together. I'm going to head down right now. Can you guys get here quickly? So, like, you're basically, I don't know if you've ever done sales, but it's kind of like assuming the sale. You're assuming that they're going to listen. You're not giving them a choice of, do we do mid-boss or not? It's, do we do mid-boss quickly or slowly? So you're, like, assuming that they're already going to make the right call with you. Does that make sense? How did you get into the psychology business? I climbed to Eternus and Deadlock. Exactly, Shelly. Now you're getting it. I would maybe I would switch a couple of things. This is what I haven't heard your comms, Shelly. Maybe it would help if we did a game where you've recorded it, like using software, so I can hear your comms. But here's what I would switch from now on. The first thing I would do is I would start making comms assuming that your team is going to follow. Make the decision something else, right? So, for example, I would say, "Hey, we're going mid boss after this next kill. Do you guys want to buy first, or should we just do mid boss and then buy after?" And then they'll go, "I'm going to drop by the shop first." Because that is going to give them a 5-second delay instead of a 15 to 20-second delay of, "I don't know if we should do this." So like give them a different option. Does that make sense? So let's start assuming the good call and assume they're going to follow, and start switching the what should we hesitate about to something completely different. The child raising tech. Exactly. You're giving, so like for me, so I'm super religious and I've always grown up that way, but as a child in my rebellious phase, I didn't always want to go to church on Sunday, and my dad always made a joke with us. He'd be like, "You have a choice of going to church on Sunday. You can walk or you can drive in the car," right? So like that was our choice. And that's like, to me it's funny now because like obviously church is a choice, but like it at the time that was the choice, right? It wasn't am I going to church or not, it was how am I going to get there. And that is essentially what you need to do with Oracle players, because they all have brains the size of peas. So it's basically just try to give them a different option. And the second thing is, make sure when you are glazing them, do it like go a little bit over the top, just a little bit over the top. And what I mean by that is I won't just say, "Hey, nice kill in that other lane," or "Hey, that was awesome getting first blood." I'll go a little bit over the top. I'll be like, "Dang, you're the GOAT. You got first blood already. I'm barely making it through lane over here. Nice work over there." Right? That's going to prep them it's just a little bit more. It's just a little bit extra. And then they listen to me the rest of the game for the most part, right? I'm not saying every single game, it's just everybody just bows down and is like, "Yes, my king, make any call you want and I will follow." But I'm just saying over the course of 100 games, I see like probably a 40% increase of people following comms with no hesitation if I'm glazing them throughout the early game. And sometimes it's really hard because like what if everybody's losing lane? Then how do you glaze them? Like it does get more difficult, but I'm just trying to give you ideas, you know. Yes, it does help to mention the specific person. Yeah. Like, dang, Eternus is goated. This guy already got first blood. What a Chad. Do you want to just lane for all of us, please? Because apparently you're just winning. You know, things like that. Then they're just ready to listen to your comms the rest of the game. I'm glad you've been giving comms, Heather. Thank you for the VOD. I will download it here really quick. Let me actually grab yours. Samurai, are you still here? Because I owe you a VOD review from earlier this week. Actually, it was like last week that I was supposed to do it, but then I didn't do any VODs last week. Because if you're available, Samurai, we can do your VOD review today. Anyway, Shelly, do you feel like any of this is helpful? Do you feel like maybe this has given you some ideas or something that you can maybe work with moving forward on, like, what may help people listen to your comms a little bit more? Or how to be assertive in a positive, lighthearted way that will still allow them to listen to your comms without making you like the enemy? It is helpful, but I feel like it's not going to make a very big difference. You have to give it a large enough sample size to observe it. So after 50 games of doing it every single game, see if you've noticed a difference. 50 games is a lot too. Samurai, did you give me a new VOD from the last one you sent? Because you sent one forever ago that we never did, but then you sent another one today. So you let me know which one you want to do. Or both, because I really owe it to you. I put my thing in the VOD review request. You have to go read it. Heather to the Huzzah is her name. Her rank is Eternus, obviously. Number 3 is Hazither. Okay. 4 is just so you can see me putting your stuff to use. 5 is the VOD number, and then 6, first game after your coaching, touchy feelies for you. Heck yeah. We're gonna have to see how much it helped. Shelly says, all I can do... Wait. Oh, all I can hope for is that I don't get one of those games where they're just shouting at each other in Russian until the game is over at 18 minutes. Well, that might be like 4 out of the 50 games, but, you know. You do what you can. Guys, Crab Shack's high. He's just typing random things in the chat. Crab Shack's trolling for sure. I do wonder what the matchmaking update is going to bring. Me too. Amen to that. I have thought, so like, I will say, once I hit High Eternus, I really stopped sweating at the game. And I just stopped caring. And so that's why I started learning like all these new heroes. And I don't care that I went 1 in 15 on Pocket and like D-ranked a whole freaking division to like Ascendant 5 or whatever. And like, I just stopped sweating. Like when I play Deadlock, I don't sweat anymore. I just play the game. And I considered sweating again and getting back up to High Eternus, but then I was like, well, the matchmaking thing is coming. Maybe I'll do it after that, but honestly, I don't know if I'll ever do it again. Because sweating in Deadlock is like just so much brain power for me. Like, it's just a lot. I'll send Samurai a text right now. Thanks, Crapshack. Let me know what he says. We'll kind of chill out for a minute, and then maybe we'll do his VODs. Because I did recently have a game with a Shiv that says it was his 5th game ever. Wow. In Oracle. Interesting. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I've dubbed everyone bestie because I'm coining it for Blayton's besties. I thought Blayton was bestie, lol. We're all besties to Heather. Is Falcon still here? Falcon, were you able to join the Discord and put in a request to coach as well? Because I'm happy to review your VOD today as well. If I have time. Wonderful, now you two can play my Haze build. That's totally optimal. Although, Shelly, I will say the Dagger build is way more viable now than it was before. Like, way, way more. While we're waiting for Samurai, look at your stats. All right, guys. Everybody look at Heather. 16-0, 33k damage, 11k objective damage. Jeez. Look at that, 16% of your damage from Sleep Dagger. Review your McGinnis build. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Because I saw you post it, but there's the ID.
What's the point of building toys if you never get to use them?
Gun is a pea shooter without this item. The earlier the better. Alright, and then Lane. Okay, okay. Situationals. Become the wall parry master. Ah. Okay, we got gun spikes. It's all annotated too, I like it. Spirit spikes. And green spikes. Late damage. Mostly spirit, okay. Survival. Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh, guys. We're crossing the line. Everybody lock in. Put your seatbelts on. We're crossing the nerd line. Just buy enduring speed unless you're building gun McGinnis. Buy for the slow resist, not for the speed. But just build Alk Fire instead. I don't know. Okay. Okay. You are a lane pusher hero, and that's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I actually feel like weapon shielding is such a useless item most of the time. Like, usually you're just getting return fire or metal skin, like you said, but I feel like it's so rare I actually buy this item. Gun Guinness funny, okay? There's no annotations. Now I don't know how funny it's ever gonna be, Crab Shack. What's going on here? Unbelievable. What a build. What a build. I am back. We're doing a VOD review. Yes, Samurai, we can do your VOD review. However, you've sent me two. You sent me one that was meant to be reviewed like a week and a half ago, but then it never got done because I didn't stream it all last week. And then you sent me one today. So just the one today? Okay. Double shielding is kind of sick though, just trust me. It's funny. Oh, unpublish and republish your builds. Hold up, let me take a look here.
My services are needed once more.
Which one was it? This one? Let me try republishing it. Try this. I'm just gonna throw it in the chat, Heather. Like the Twitch chat. Tell me if that worked. Maybe it worked, I don't know. Yeah, Samurai, let's do your VOD review. I have to download it still, I think. Cause I owe you one big time. Do you want to check my up-to-date Haze build too, lol? The dagger build check today, I see. It will come another time. Oh, I don't have it here. Wait, what's the... Send me the number, Shelly, for the dagger build. Unless you haven't updated it yet. Weird, it is still not the updated one. It is missing the siphon bullets and stuff. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Attempt to. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, it updated? Okay. Now you shouldn't need this. Alright, good. 6, 8. Okay, hold on. 6. That's a 9. 5, 3, 1, 5. Okay. Big number go boom. Extra stamina is nice, and this is stronger than Swift Striker in terms of fire rate. Just make sure not to reload constantly. Okay. Core to roughly 30k. You want to slide a lot, and you want fire rate. Perfect item. Amen to that. Bullet, you see that? You want to slide a lot. You see that, Bullet? Bullet, did you see that? Bullet? Okay, cancel it for fortitude. Tons of stats you want. Nice. I like that you calculated for them the plus 0.7 wake up delay on the sleep dart, so they don't have to actually press tab and understand what's going on based on having bought all these other items. I actually unbinded my ability to slide. Somebody ban that guy. Okay. I like your guys' annotations on all your builds. This is awesome. This is actually interesting to get on Haze, because it could probably help you continue channeling even at 40% effectiveness. Like channeling your ult, I mean. Holiday is reactable. Just want to throw it out there. You can definitely counterspell Holiday ult. Just want to say that. Moon Gravity Cheat Code 2026 working, no survey. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Crippling headshot's so underrated. Tech and explanations below. You guys are a bunch of nerds. I love you all. This is fantastic. Bullet's been banned with healing barrels. Yeah, I'm talking for a minute or two anyway, Samurai. Tech and explanations below. Okay, your main play is to find someone to dagger and burst them with headshots before they wake up. You also have lots of survivability to get out or hunt for kills after you push waves. Keep in mind that you want to stack Spellslinger once you have it by going in combat, either dealing damage or having damage dealt to you. If the enemy team constantly groups up, you can pivot into more of a carry position with items like Ricochet and Frenzy. You can also max out your sleep duration and wake up delay to create openings for your own team. Veilwalker tech heals just as well as Fortitude if you use it off cooldown. It's also usable mid-fight if you're in a pinch, unless you reserve your smoke bomb charges for Dispel and lifesteal than usual. If you're running away with smoke bomb, run into their side of the map. Most enemies will expect you to run to your side, and objectives will not react to you when you're invisible. Just be careful to not be in range of anyone to reveal you when running by objectives. W. Nice build, Shelly. I love it. Bullet, the key that you need to unbind for real is reload. I need you to just unbind that key altogether. I just want it gone. I'm looking for a Yamato game. How's this Yamato game? I don't know if we can review this one yet or not. No, we got owned, so this is a terrible game to review. Okay. Moving on. Next game. We lost the next game too? Jeez. Poor fella. Okay, here's another Yamato game. And we lost again. Geez, Fred the Finch had a rough day a couple days ago. Every single Yamato game I'm trying to find, it looks like he's just lost. Okay, here's one where he won. Maybe he did well enough that we can review this one. Lurking at work with no audio. Hope stream's going good. Thanks, Alice. Even though you have no audio, I'm still thanking you. I want the record to show that we thanked Alice despite her having no audio. Let's try this one. This would probably be a good game to review. 24.5 minutes, 10 kills. I'll write this one down. Maybe we'll do a pro VOD. I don't think we'll do it today, to be honest, but maybe we'll do a pro VOD review for Fred the Finch. All right. I started using active reload on Hayes because nothing does more psychological damage than getting sleeped and having to watch Hay to reload with the stupid green light in front of you only to get bursted with headshots. Shelly's just playing chess while the rest of us are playing checkers, that's for sure. Alright, let me grab Samurais one last time here. Alright, when Samurai gets back, we'll jump into his game. Actually, we'll start it up right now, and then when he gets back, we'll unpause it. Playing Bebop, right? Alice? I recognize that name. Crab Shack? We recognize that name. Now it's our turn to play some pause luck. Veilwalker also lets me do the funny thing of obviously going into a veil room, but then throwing the dagger at whoever comes in and running out with 14 meters per second sprint speed. Jeez. Just zip away. Like the Flash over there. All that matters is that you're having fun, Shelly. Rank doesn't matter. Screw rank. I'll be Oracle soon, mark my words. I actually don't implement anything that I coach. I'm the equivalent of the fat gym teacher. I know exactly how you guys need to get ripped and get in shape and stay healthy. And then I go home and eat donuts and Oreos. So I give really, really good advice. And then I play Deadlock and I'm like, whatever. Heather's right. She's onto something. Bridge buffs don't win games. And then I just kill bad guys and die under Guardian instead. I'm an absolute troll. Veilwalker contender for most fun item in the game for me right now. I haven't really thought about that. Most fun item for me in the game is Rebuttal. I think Rebuttal has to be my #1 pick because I love burger boxing in lane. So I'm a Rebuttal fan. Sorry for the wait, I'm back. Not a problem, Samurai. We'll go ahead and jump into it. We're gonna do your Bebop VOD review now that you're here. Let's press play and take a look at it. If I'm not mistaken, you said whatever I notice is what we're looking to improve on. Is that right? I think my top play as Hayes has to be sniping as an Ivy out of her ult and getting mid-boss off the pick. That is awesome. Nice. Getting uppercut first and using it on the wave is massive. Getting denied is terrible though. That's awkward. Did she even secure that orb?
I can check out the store.
I got one of those for the missus. Big fan.
Relatively fresh to Bebop, so mechanics will be a little bit messy for sure. That's alright. For all we know, it's not your biggest issue. Yeah, I would have just chucked the minion at him. It's easier to secure damage that way. Played him early, but not since I've started like really playing. That's how I am with Vindicta and Calico. I haven't played them since I was in Alchemist or something. Steal the minis. Oh, we're missing the mini timing. We should have been killing minis while they were finishing that wave. I think you're trying to use uppercut on enemies too much, and we should just chuck minions at them. We should still be getting minis. We have a second opportunity to get minis because they didn't get minis, and now they get minis. Tragic. Will Trooper be upon you? Nice. Yeah, we want to go for headshot booster as often as possible. Like, I don't know if it's going to give me the cooldown. But we're definitely not using it enough. I'll tell you that right now. Get headshot booster, chuck a minion at him, kill the wave, get headshot booster again. You should get headshot booster twice a wave. I hate headshot booster sometimes. It is mega OP. Nice try though. That is the tech. Get the minion low, throw a bomb on it, uppercut. Their minis should be up after this wave. They got them at 2:30. Nice hook. What is mini respawn time? It's 90 seconds. Nice kill. Really nice hook. Unfortunate we didn't have Trophy Collector already, but that's okay. So be careful not to, like, you're doing this thing where you stop shooting and then you try and secure an orb, and good players are going to take advantage of that and they're going to deny you a lot more orbs. Just right click. Yeah, like there you did it just a little late. If you right click but while you're shooting and then stop shooting, it'll keep you like fully charged. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the timing that Shelly just outlined is exactly right. I would like you to be at bridge buff with your partner, because what if the blue lane was both there and Wraith is alone 1v2 on the bridge buff? That's no bueno. Yeah, you're just, if you're gonna stop shooting but then try shooting again to like secure an orb or whatever, right click and then secure the orb and then stop shooting. Or I guess I should just say in general you want to right click before you stop shooting, like right before, and then you stop shooting and it'll keep you charged up.
I don't go selling these to just anyone.
Think we had it comms, could be mistaken though. I still want you there. There's no reason for you to not be there. Let me show you what I mean. You tell me what you think is more important. This, or being a bridge buff with your teammate? What do you feel like would have had a better impact in your game? No reason for you to not be there, right? Like, what you're doing right now is just, like, silliness. We definitely should have been a bridge buff, yeah. We'll go forward again. Oh, I think I missed an important thing here. Here we go. Yep, I think you guys should both be there. There's no reason not to. Nice hook, by the way. Oh, and you can punch him. Yeah, saw that coming. That was a little bit risky. And a third person just showed up. Haze. It actually, the only reason it was too aggro was the positioning at which you ulted. You ulted in range of the tower being able to hit you if there were no minions there anymore. If you were further back, it probably would have been fine, and you would have had more time to get out. But you have like infinite range on Bebop ult, and for some reason you ulted like right in their faces. Did you know that you can strafe in Bebop's ult to speed up mid-air, but it's pointless because you can't aim at anything? I'm not sure I know what you mean, so I'm gonna answer the question with no, I didn't know that.
Never show fear, no matter the odds.
Ooh. Nice cage.
Always a pleasure working with you.
You need to not be here anymore. I think we've split 2 whole waves with them. Oh, like air strafing. I see what you mean. I don't think I knew that either way.
Don't mind the blood on that. It's gently used.
Minion.
I see crew.
Sag.
Pull back.
Page is missing.
Haze is missing.
Allow the hidden king to open your third eye.
Try to keep up.
Holy smokes. Alice's ult right there was just absolutely goated to keep him away from you.
Crew's missing.
This is where you should have ulted, by the way. Like, back there, instead of, like, on top of the Guardian and right next to Zip. Yeah, we're doing this thing where we, like, stop using our auto, and then we try and recharge for a secure. Enemy team's just gonna deny you orbs all the time. Bridge buffs.
Good luck completing the ritual.
I do it to save ammo, just need to right click. Yeah, you'll save the same amount of ammo. You just need to right click before you end. Oh, nice denies.
What you do way over there, eh? You've got yourself a little problem.
Is there a reason we didn't slowing hex after we grabbed him?
What you do way over there,
Slowing hex right now. Boom. Then we bomb and uppercut. Oh, had it on wrong keybind, forgot to move it after buying. Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that too. That's unfortunate. I've died because of it. I put grit on the wrong keybind and I was like, okay, where was my extra 200 health? And I died because I didn't move it. I feel that. We also miss bridge buffs. Big no-no. You're an Archon, we can't be missing a 10-minute bridge buff. You guys had just cleared wave 2, you could have made it there. I actually remembered to move it, forgot where I moved it to. Oh, I see. I have specific keybinds for specific spells, so I always know every time I buy Slowing Hex, it's on this keybind. The only time it gets complicated is like sometimes I have the same spell that I always keep on the same keybind. So when I have both of those, I have specific keybinds for that specific scenario. But it does, it works. Like usually Cold Front is on G for me, or Arctic Blast. But if I also have Guardian Ward, then it's always on T. Just like random stuff like that.
They destroyed the Guardian on blue.
Yeah, same 2 is always my enemy targeting keybinds, but on Bebop I built Alchemy Shard and I put that there. I see.
It's time to change the world. Welcome to what the name of life.
This fight made me crazy. Yeah, I mean it went pretty poorly for the team.
You need more protection.
Unfortunately.
You know where to fight.
I mean, I don't know that being kited around the pillars is the entire problem. It's also like unfortunately you missed hook, so like, if you miss hook, sometimes it just kind of hurts his Bebop. That's like the epitome of your kit. Had you hit hook on that Mo, you would have known what to do, but then yeah, you were getting kited after that, but... You can get on top of the bridge, but Bebop doesn't do great from on top of the bridge. The reason being is that your damage is very low after bomb uppercut if you're building like this, if you're not building any gun. So you actually want to be the guy in the veil doing the kiting and then coming out for bomb uppercut and then running back into hiding. So
No one hides from me.
I think you just were playing the role incorrectly in that fight. I think you just needed to be a little bit more like sneaky time. Oh, so sad. I'm gonna go back because I don't have cooldowns. Nice try.
The Baroness awaits.
You were playing Bebop like a frontline where you need to play him like a pick hero. Like in that Rift fight, you need to just be in and out constantly. The most annoying Bebop players to play against are the ones that know how to disengage really quickly. Veilwalker Bebop is kind of scary. Oh, for real. Veilwalker's horrifying.
Time to get in a scrap.
Veilwalker always jump scares me when anyone has it. Yeah, it's terrifying. My least favorite thing is Moncro with Veilwalker. That is a freaking horror game. I'm used to trying to constantly be dealing damage. You need to change that up on Bebop and team fights. Yeah, unless you're building Gun Bop. If you're playing pure Spirit Bop, then yeah, you're gonna play in and out fights like the whole time. I should be used to in and out since I play so much pocket. Yeah, you're gonna play them very similarly actually. With this build. Just wanna be quick. Nice freaking ult, Alice. Holy Moses. Oh my gosh, you tanking this ult is so good. I don't think it was on purpose entirely, but it was so good. That Haze made a questionable choice. Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. I swear the amount of Bebops I can just eat up because they're running in as a hero and no movement is ridiculous. You really need to be in and out in safe locations. Yeah, the Bebops that like run at you after placing bomb and hitting out of uppercut as if they're going to provide more value in the fight are the ones that are throwing and don't know what they're doing. Generally speaking.
It's hard to spend these souls.
Throwing that fight, I should say. Not going to generalize their entire gameplay off of one play, but that's that fight for sure.
You'll be the last one standing.
You can slide and break boxes without breaking your invisibility. You could have done that on the minion or on the boxes under bridge. I think you know that. You just missed like two boxes and a golden statue that were free. By the way, if you're planning to do my VOD after this, I won't be here since it's almost midnight and I'm going to go to bed. That's okay, Shelly. Sorry I missed you today. We'll have to catch you the next time I'm streaming. Hopefully we'll be on next week and we can catch you then.
Walker is under attack.
I was worried about getting railed by Monina. I mean, you slid like 1 inch to the left of the boxes is all. That's all I'm saying. Like, just slide into the boxes. It wouldn't change anything. I hope this stream goes well. Thanks so much, Shelly. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully anything we talked about was helpful today, and then we'll get your VOD review soon, and hopefully we can help you get out of Elo hell. Until next time, have a good night. Sleep well. Alright, well this rift went much smoother than the last one, wouldn't you say? How do you guys decide who gets to lane with the rando? If you guys are 3 stacked almost every single time I see you. Like why did Crab Shack get sent into the other lane, huh? I always lane with Alice? Oh, okay, that's how. Crab Shack's always the loner. Crab Shack, I'll be your duo. We'll show those other two how it's done. Personally, for me, I'm always the one people swap to. I'm just that cool. Cap. Absolute copium from Bullet over here. She and I have compatible playstyles in lane. Oh, Vindicta's your buddy too. Okay, I see. Get Vindicta in the stream. Maybe they need coaching. I'm glad you guys have it worked out though. But I am the guy who lanes with randoms though. You and Alice Samurai do seem to play really well together from what I've seen.
Trying to run, but it won't help.
We've been trying to. Reptar's allergic to coaching or what? No, I'm kidding. Some people don't like it, and that's fine. Heather and Bullet should play with you guys as a 6-stack. And then I should do a coaching session on all 6 of you and just roast you all at the same time. Are you seeing it now that I've pointed it out? How many boxes you run, you give them a kiss, but you don't actually take any souls? Yeah. Drive-by Bebop is insane. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, there's like a lot of boxes you're just ignoring. I wonder how many more souls you would have right now and golden statue buffs you would have just by making an optimization of actually spending 0.2 seconds picking up boxes and golden statue buffs that you walk by. Okay, do you know why I don't like this pathing? I want, this is like pop quiz time. Could there have been a better way for you to get there? This pathing actually isn't terrible. You just skipped a step, but I would have preferred different pathing. No, after this, like where we go from here, you go out this way to the page. Yeah, do you know why I don't love it? Hello, Mom. Oh, you guys... Oh, you should see her message. That's my mom that just typed in. Allison. Say hello to Coach Blayton's mom. Pole won't bring her anywhere? That's actually not the reason, Samurai. The reason is because you're not proccing Veilwalker. So you can proc it on this closet. The other reason is that she's actually going to beat you close to Walker, and I'd want you to cut her off. So I actually would have gone around this wall and hit this veil on the other side of the wall, and then I would have gone and ganked her from behind. Yeah. Because if she beats you to the Walker because you took this, and also you walked right by a veil, but if you are going to go this way, hit this veil, but I would have gone around the other way. Now, lucky for you, she's like, we don't know what she's doing. The professionals are still looking into it. I forget that you guys can see messages from other platforms now, like my Twitch viewers, because we got it all working, so I still forget. Nice slowing hex. I'm gonna go back because I don't have cooldowns and it's bugging me, but nice slowing hex off of the hook this time. Now we know what keybind it's on. W. New plan, see a box, slide into a box. Also, just, if you're gonna buy Veilwalker, you need to know what pathing is going to be optimal for you. This is not it. You're a psycho for ulting me. Also, page ult not hitting you there is an actual crime. You just got, that was 2 miracles back to back. Somebody clip it, we just saw 2 miracles. Okay, I wouldn't have ulted the haze there because you're gonna lose that fight almost every single time. You're lucky you didn't. But the Bebop ult into Haze ult is definitely a favorable trade for Haze. So I definitely wouldn't have popped ult there. I already knew I was losing that fight and dying. Yeah, I wouldn't waste ult though on it. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking here. We need to go back. Okay, how did it go back this far? Explain to me this. Why didn't we just go into this room behind you and hit the Veil Walker for the heal and just get line of sight on the Hazel? It's like you jump up and ult here. We could have just gone back into this room, line of sighted the Hazel, and gotten a burst heal from Veil Walker. Why aren't we doing that instead of sending Suicide? Yeah. I just don't think Suicidal is a viable option. I don't think that's what we should be defaulting to. I think we should be thinking, is there a Veil nearby that can give me a burst heal? You just need to take advantage of the items you're buying. It's also an issue we saw with Headshot Booster. You weren't proccing Headshot Booster near enough in lane if that's what you're going to be buying. We just need to be taking advantage of the items we're buying. You're only getting like... I want to say you're getting about 40% to 60% of value out of your items. Maybe upwards of 70% depending on the item. We need to get that percentage like much higher. Okay. Good pathing. Good pathing. Yes. Hit the Veil Walker. Then we go gank. I'm going back because I don't have cooldowns. Freaking hate the UI. This replay system is fantastic except for when it's not, you know? Need to be grabbing before uppercut? Yeah. I also don't know why you... Yeah, I don't even know why you grabbed to begin with. When she was like right there. I would have waited much longer. Paige has no way of getting away from you. You just wait until she's used stamina to get away and then you just hook her for free all the way back and then she dies. But you hooked her while she was standing right next to you. I will also say this. I want you to know ahead of time if somebody has Dispel Magic before you commit to double bombing them. So just in general, if you're playing this build, you have to check if they have Dispel Magic. Otherwise, you're going to put both bombs on them and they're going to dispel both of them. Whereas the play will have to be put a bomb on them, wait for them to dispel, Echo Shard, put the second bomb on them.
You have a good eye.
Heather, glad you had a good dino game.
Broadway.
Nice work.
Broadway is under attack.
Like if you hook right here, I'm gonna kick you. I'm okay with that hook. It was slightly delayed. I'll be okay with that. Just trying to get back into my league mind of checking items more often. Go ahead and kick me. No, I'm okay with that one. You did delay it enough. I thought you were gonna go in there and like insta hook her for no reason while she was standing right next to you. What in the... I'm gonna take that as a misclick.
A green walker is under attack.
I think the true strategy is to curse them with both bombs on. Well, you can do that, but he doesn't have curse, right? Let the bomb explode. Yeah.
I'll fight anyone.
Went 4-0 and 22 and saved the crap out of people. LOL, my team was like, OMG, I love you, Dynamo. Nice, Heather. Glad you had some teammates that were appreciative. That's rare. What did that accomplish?
You got something on you, mate.
What the heck was that, Samurai? I do like you hovering the veil looking at your cooldown. I like that you're aware of it.
I see the vampire.
I mean, I think what you did was risk your life for no reason whatsoever. Doesn't build you stacks, doesn't actually do damage to the walker. Oh, that's too funny.
Who would leave these lying around?
Hey, Heather got a friend request. Nice work, Heather. I approve of that tactic. Alright, just complimented you and you're gonna do me like that?
Checking in.
I think I was thinking there was a person there. Well, there was a Mina, like, just to the left, but you just threw the bomb on the walker and went out.
Greenwich is under attack.
That's insane. You're hooking too quickly. Let her get a little bit further towards the end of that veil before you hook. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, but... It didn't make a difference in that fight, I should say, but it will in the future. Like, that second hook, not necessary. You could have waited. I think you just need to be a little bit more patient with your hooks. A little bit. The only time I want you hooking that quickly is if you're playing gun bebop. Because then you can actually apply so much pressure with your gun. But when you're playing Spirit Bebop, your utility is all you have. If you hook that quickly, you're just going to be super mega freaking useless for a long time. It's just going to require more skill, so it's going to be harder. You're going to miss more hooks because you're playing better. Or you're playing more intelligently, I should say. Yeah, there was a Mina, like, on the walker when you put the bomb on the walker, by the way. I throw it for extended CC duration, but I can stall them longer. Yeah, right, what I'm saying is extend the CC, like, way, way longer. So when you're hooking them, the second time, is you're trying to let them get slightly more space before you bring them even closer. You're gonna extend the time in which they're annoyed by you by however much more time you put between the hooks. Does that make sense? If you just hook, combo hook, your CC chain is like, I don't know, let's say it's 2 seconds long, like just for easy numbers. But if you wait for the second hook 1.5 seconds, essentially you are keeping them in the same spot for now effective 3.5 seconds rather than the 2 seconds. Because they're still going to get back to 0.0 no matter how far away they get if you land that second hook, just 1.5 seconds later. Does this make sense, the idea? I guess I'm here for a bit longer because I had to do something that got my energy up. Yay! Shelly's here longer! I mean, I'm not excited. I want you to get a good night's sleep, but I am excited. I'm glad you're here, Shelly. True, gotta stall longer. I worry about them getting too far and missing. That is the risk versus reward, so you have to balance it out. As eventually what you're gonna do, Samurai, the reason I say this is if you watch Lomain play Bebop in the DLNS, you'll see what I mean. Is he basically is waiting for them to use some sort of grand escape ability, and then he uses a skill shot to bring them all the way back, and it basically guarantees a kill. But that's because he's so incredibly good at it that he can risk them getting very, very far away, and he'll get them back to his team. You just have to learn how far you can let them go before you run out of skill, and then you improve. So, like, you get better and better at it. Does this make sense what I'm trying to say? Like, eventually it's going to be to a point where you're so good at it and so consistent at it that they literally can't get away. They're going to pocket cloak across the map, and you're going to time the hook properly to bring him all the way back. And then you're going to have an effective, like, 9-second CC duration of him being in, like, basically the same spot. Because you waited so long and let them use so much stamina, and then you just brought them back. But if you just insta-hook back, you're reducing that time that they're going to be in the same spot. Hopefully this makes sense. Maybe I'm not wording it very well, but hopefully it's kind of getting across. Good. Don't worry about it. I will get a good night's sleep with the weather just having cooled down and giving me rain sounds to sleep to. Oh, that's awesome. Sleeping with it raining is fantastic. Although I will say, this is so totally random you bring this up and I just thought about this, but I don't know if you guys, like, have been boating very much, but for me, I love the rain. But when I'm boating,
Always a pleasure
like if
working
I'm out
with
on the
you.
lake or whatever on a boat and it rains, that stresses me out. I don't know what it is. That's actually so tragic. That was so close. But when I'm boating, dude, it stresses me out to be on the water with rain. I don't know why.
What's not to love about a giant laser?
There's a lake in southern Utah where I live called Lake Powell. And it's one of the most beautiful areas in the entire world because it's very unique for its red rock. And you like literally can't get it anywhere else on the planet. At least not like you can down there. And when it rains there, there's waterfalls all over the cliffs. And it's like waterfalls on red rock. And it's like this super rare, beautiful thing that stresses me out. I don't know what to say. I mean, it just freaks me out, dude. I live close to the whole gang. Do you guys all live around this area? Yeah, I thought that hook was going to land on the page, by the way, going back to that. I definitely thought you got robbed. Why live like 5,000 kilometers away, so... Shelly just said kilometers. Unbelievable. Who uses kilometers? Am I right? Where are my Americans? Make fun of Shelly really quick. Unbelievable. Alice says Texas for now, and Samurai said they're in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona's close. We got a bunch of family that live in Arizona. My wife has a bunch of family that lives in Arizona, and then I've got aunts and uncles and cousins that live in Arizona. You are in fact not right. Gross. Kilometers. Yeah, measure by the queen's foot like normal people? Exactly. That's awkward. We definitely just chucked a hook straight into the floor.
Binding him.
What part of Texas are you in, Alice? If you're here. I don't know if you're still paying attention. You had no audio earlier, so maybe I'm asking a question to a deaf viewer, but... Ignore that hook, visual bug? Oh, yeah, yeah. Probably just... I think it was... The wind is blowing, right, Samurai? I think the wind was... Just kind of caught the hook weird angle. Sun was in your eyes type deal. I get it. Your games use meters as a unit. Be scared. Hey, I'm not saying I don't understand the system. I'm just saying it's the wrong system. You know what I mean? So, like... My games can be wrong. I can still play a wrong game. That's okay.
Right for the head.
Misinput finger twitch.
I believe you're missing something.
I'd go with the wind blowing and sun in your eyes, personally. Yeah, path through the veil. Good job.
You are much gentler of a carrier than I was expecting, sir. My thanks. But
You know what? I never really thought about it until right now, but Veilwalker might teach more about map design than any other item in the game. Maybe Magic
Haze is
Carpet.
missing.
me saying so, your craftsmanship is...
I've mispressed Unstoppable recently.
You know,
I mean, I mispressed ult and lost the game off of it. On page. It only happened once
your
that I can
form factor
remember.
really makes me wonder if
But
you
we've all
intend
had
to
those
carry me
moments.
or punish me to the death.
See, now that's a good time to hook quickly. Because it's already securing the kill. Like, he's already low enough that you know what's coming next. Nice job getting away from the bats. Go deliver the urn.
This little ritual of yours is really messing with my job.
Alright. Deliver their urn, I guess, because we're not securing orbs. Unbelievable. I mispressed E-shift the other day and almost let a guy get out. That was tragic too.
I see Krill.
Well, you didn't have to sit like on top of it and secure the orbs. You could have sat like on the stairs or jumped up over by the bridge and then secured them. I think people, because Rift is the new major objective over Urn, they have just stopped caring about securing Urn souls. In fact, if you want a key on how to get ahead in your games, Start playing around the enemy's urn and just steal all the souls. Have them deliver it for you. Just sit somewhere safe where you can see the orbs fly up and just steal like 60% of the souls. You'll get fed. Yeah, people do ignore the urn, so we just take calculated risks on not securing the souls. But I wouldn't do that. Not in this elo. I'd say anything above like Ritualist or Emissary, you probably should just be paying attention to it.
Hey, free souls.
I've literally been able to just waltz in and light melee all the orbs without punishment. Yeah. I had a Shiv that the enemy team delivered the orb and he's like, he stole 90% of it. It's like, what is it? This is in High Ascendant, by the way. Or Low Eternus. I actually can't remember what lobby it was now. I don't think I was with my brother. I think it was one of my lobbies. It actually was weird, because we had like an Eternus 6 and Eternus 2, me, who's like currently High Ascendant or whatever, and then we had like... I don't even know. But the lobby's average elo was like High Ascendant, despite having High Eternus and Mid Eternus players in it. I don't know what was going on. Anyway, yeah, that lobby, even in that lobby, Shiv literally got all the orbs, and I was like, what is actually happening right now? Enemy team just delivered him the whole freaking urn.
Pull back.
It's 100% like Shelly said. Unless, okay, so the only... No, you get nothing from delivering. It's only the orbs that fly out. 100% of the urn goes up, and 100% of value goes to who confirms it. The only time in which there's sharing, and I haven't tested this a ton, so I can't remember for sure, but if I remember correctly, is if a teammate secures orbs from your delivered urn. There's like something about that to where you can, or maybe it's basically just whatever they end up doing. Or, whatever they end up securing, which is probably it. Awkward. Ooh! Will he live? I don't think so. I think he's dead. Oh yeah, you're dead. Okay.
This story's starting to get good.
Team Hook needs to be an alt cast. I'll die on that hill. That's actually not a bad take. I never really thought about it. Veilwalker tech, I tell you. I mean, you would have lived if Paige wasn't in that server, which is crazy. Subway. I mean, overall, I feel like you didn't play the fight too poorly, but I think you should have just uppercut Alice into a wall so she didn't actually go that far, and then it resets your hook, doesn't it? Or do you have to uppercut an enemy? I thought if you uppercutted anybody on hero hit. Yeah, I think... Okay, sorry, just going back really quick. Sorry. Oh, you didn't have uppercut. Never mind, your excuse. Although I would have just waited for it. Like right here, I would have just uppercut Alice into this wall so it doesn't actually impact her gameplay, and then you would have reset. I'm like 90% sure. Hold up, 39 minutes. We'll be back. It says on hero hit, and I'm pretty sure it resets on friendlies too. Well, let's test really quick. Hopefully this works.
Miss Shelley's a good person. And probably wouldn't.
Can I move forward? What is happening? It's like running into
nothing. I, however, human morality. I find it a rather entertaining
maybe
use
it
of my
doesn't.
time.
Maybe it doesn't reset on friendlies. Although I could have swore it did. That's sad. Unless that doesn't count. I don't know. We may have to test it in a game, but I would think that would count. Alright, because this will reset it. Yeah. Okay, it may only reset on enemies after testing it.
I see Krill.
So you guys got rift. That's good. Alright, till next time, Shelly. Have a good night.
You can try to run, but it won't help.
As it should, would be kind of dumb to work on allies. It's already a nasty upgrade. Agreed. Although I could have swore it worked on friendlies. I think the experience I'm thinking of, it probably just hit multiple people. Like it probably hit an enemy and a friendly at the same time. And the wording isn't specific enough. I thought it was friendlies too.
This is only the beginning.
Okay, when you're playing Witchmail Bebop, you've got to be paying attention to your cooldowns, because I don't think you recognize that your abilities came back up. You could have done a whole lot more in that fight. Just be very aware of how Witchmail can affect you. Because it reset abilities like mad crazy just now, and I don't think you realized it. I don't even think you were ready for it, to be honest. I don't think your brain was telling you, like, yo, I'm about to be hit by a bunch of damage and Witchmail's gonna go crazy here. Yeah, that sound audio cue you were hearing, that was Witchmail.
In a few seconds, it will be over.
Oh. You got too scared. I would have turned and looked for a hook.
If you think this is impressive, wait until I get going.
Shiv sows chaos amongst the gods.
Take him down!
We have you now!
Whoa.
Light is running hot.
You think I'm not dangerous up close?
Don't tangle with me.
Then mine.
No one is stopping me from getting what I want.
The rejuvenator is descending.
I'm pathing to get to Victor. Agreed. I also don't think it was really your job to get there. Your team was all around him. I would have just started mid-boss. I would have just been like, yo, Warden, let's start mid-boss. Team has Victor.
On up there, Bebop.
That's all. That's the only change I would have made. Still been bouncing around hitting Gunspike on Bebop or not? I mean, a second hook is just completely unnecessary because she's about to get caged, by the way. Just a common theme. I play Gun Bebop, I don't play Bomb Bebop, so like it's hard for me to say for Spirit Bebop. I would probably get it, personally. Like, I just think Headhunter plus like slowing bullets or something would just be really high value for you, but that's just my opinion. Bomb is just too easily countered in high elo, so I can't get away with it, but if you can get away with it, that's good.
We have you now!
That's the Spirit Shredder. Yeah, I mean, you could just completely go into the Spirit Bebop scaling. You're just gonna get countered by Spirit Resist, Dispel Magic, and Counter Spell. E-Shift. I mean, there's just a lot that they can use, so. Yeah, Haze got hit kind of big time. The Witchmail procs just over and over and over again.
Good game.
Nice work. GG. Okay. Let's go over notes really quick for you.
Oh, this is bloody great.
I actually like the style of notes I had for you last time, so we're gonna have to do that this time too. Maybe I should just implement it in perpetuity here. Okay. So these are your notes from last time. And I feel like there's a few things from here that we do need to continue implementing or continue improving on because they were not fully implemented in this last game. Yeah, bridge buffs in particular. We just need to understand that being at bridge buffs, there's nothing more important happening at 5 minutes than the bridge buffs. You guys don't need to worry about the clearing the wave. You can be a little late to it. The bridge buff is more important. I think this is a minimap and clock issue, but I don't know for sure. I actually feel like this entire thing can be brought over here. So far for lane phase, I think the issues were primarily the same. Like, I just want to see you do an early gank if you're playing a pick hero in general. I'd like to see you paying attention to the bridge buffs. All that jazz. Gotta give you the timer minimap mod. Or, hear me out, just pay attention to minimap and clock every 30 seconds on wave. Let's keep this the same. I think we're okay with keeping this the same. Okay. The next thing is going to be about items. Oh, actually, hold up. Next thing is going to be about items. Okay. When it comes to item utilization, we need to really think about and implement ways to get 110% out of each item we're buying. Okay? What this looks like, let me do this. There we go. Now I feel better. So I'm gonna do specifics. Headshot boosters should be used minimum. Oops, oh wait, no, I did spell right. I wasn't paying attention. Should be used minimum twice per wave. I would say in general this is once as wave is coming into lane and enemies push up to shoot your minions. And second time is after you've cleared all their minions, because that's usually about the 10-second timer it takes. B, think about pathing with Veilwalker and proccing it as often as possible around the map. C, actually, I just want you to extrapolate this to all items, okay? So Samurai would be good, but don't want the crutch. Yeah, I understand. That's how I feel about mods in general. I want you to just extrapolate this to all items that you buy. Oh my goodness, what happened? Extrapolate this the best you can to each of your items you buy in your games. As a pick hero, you're heavily reliant on the combinations of your items and abilities to secure picks for your team. Okay? So I just want you to think about this in general with any items you're buying. How can I get more out of this item? Golden Pibbles is my crutch. Can't play the game without him. Heather, welcome back. Glad you've returned. Hopefully this is helpful. Somewhat. I feel like we talked about it a little bit. Is there anything that was in your game that I also wanted to go over? Oh, Witchmail. I'm gonna throw Witchmail in there as another example here. So like Witchmail would be another one. C. Pay attention to Witchmail audio cues and which items are back online for you to utilize again in the fights you're taking. With mail. Okay. That was the other item I was thinking of. Glad I went back. Yeah, I know Witchmail had an audio cue. Now I know. Didn't know that before. Oh, boxes is huge in the mid game. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. Mid to late game. These are going to be a combination of things. So one of the micro things that we've talked about that I want to put in your notes is the hooks. So first, when it comes to hooks, try to extend the amount of time you've kept them in a in a relative space as long as possible. I.e., let them use stamina or escape abilities before sending the second hook. And then I just want to keep this in mind. This does risk missing more hooks and more people getting away. Work on this micro. Okay, we talked about extending the CC duration by doing this. I just want you to focus on it more. Boxes. Be picking up all boxes and statues that you're near, unless you're literally sub 10% HP running for your life. Don't just pass them up. Especially when you're invisible from Veilwalker and have extra sprint speed. Just slide into them really quick. Letting hooks wait, so I'm gonna miss more. Crab will have to carry more. If we lose, it's his fault now. I'm gonna let you guys work that out. Sounds like something you guys could work out. More wall dumbing, Heather says. Exactly. Agreed. Crab Shack says, I don't carry, not my problem. Alice is okay with blaming Crab Shack. Let's add this in here as Bebop. Ultimate is never the right panic play. It's way too easily punished. Try to use Veilwalker and movement as your panic escapes. So I just don't want you to go, oh, I'm gonna die, let me inflict as much damage as possible. I want you to say, I think I'm gonna die, is there anywhere that I can hit a veil and escape? Like, is there any way that it can happen? Because the panic ult, Bebop's panic ult is like panic ulting his haze. Like, you're still gonna be stuck channeling that bad boy and potentially being hyper punished. I just wouldn't be in the habit of as popping ult. Last thing, you're a spirit pick build, so you need to play in and out gameplay. You are not a frontline or a bruiser. So be the one that is doing the pillar kiting and playing scared when you don't have bombs uppercut. Let's just say when you don't have abilities, because it's all of them. This becomes less of an issue in the late game after Witchmail, because everything just comes off cooldown so fast after Witchmail. But in the mid game, that's a big point. Yes. Also wastes enemy time chasing me around, useful to help teammates get damage down. Yep. There's going to be a lot of layers to this sort of thing, but I think these notes are what are going to help the most based on the gameplay we looked at. I think there's more I want to put in lane phase, actually. I want you on 2-minute timings with tier 1 camps. We have to be downing them at 2 mins and 3:30 as well. You can try to grab them after the 5-min bridge buff too. This is something that was definitely missed out on in lane phase, where we could have gotten mini camps and gotten a bigger lead. I want to think. I feel like there was something else in lane phase that I wanted to bring, but I can't remember now. Yeah, Bebop only becomes more of a frontline pick hero hybrid towards the late game, exactly. So in the mid game, you still have to be very careful. The uppercutting, maybe? Oh, that's right. You did, yeah, okay. Generally, try to uppercut minions to have higher probability of securing damage, or securing poke, I should say, on enemy players. Try not to waste too much energy attempting uppercuts on enemy players. That was the other thing. Thank you, Crabshack. I couldn't remember that for the life of me. But that was the other thing that we saw in lane a little bit. This is kind of a lot. Most of it's like a repeat. Like, this is a repeat. And this is a repeat. And this is a repeat. But outside of that, hopefully this will help. I'm going to send this to you, and hopefully this will help, something that you can reference in your next games. But I would really like you to try and implement this best you can in your future Bebop games, because we really need to see improvement in this arena specifically if you're playing pick heroes. I need you to start playing pick hero lane phase like an Eternus player. It's going to help your team significantly. You're also just going to feel a difference, I think. Okay. That feels like it was all of it. Yeah, the uppercut's more on minions instead of enemy. I expected a lot. That's why I asked for whatever you see. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Happy to help. Hopefully it does help. Hopefully you see some improvements. Let me know if you don't. Like, let me know if that, like, some of the coaching doesn't feel like it's sitting right. Like, something else seems to be wrong. Or let me know if, just whatever, if we need to do another VOD review. But based on the VOD you sent, those things seem to be impacting your gameplay the most. Especially comparing it to the last VOD review we did. Like the first coaching session. Alright. Shelly went to bed. So there's no Shelly for VOD review. We do have Heather's VOD review. And I had some other people that wanted VOD reviews, but I don't know if they're still here. Like Falcon. Falcon is still here. We can do his VOD review first, but I don't know if he's here because I didn't see it in the requested coach, so I don't know. I guess what we should do is probably just send Heather's VOD review. And it's basically the after of the before and after on coaching. So it was Heather's first game after the coaching session and how she implemented the coaching. Let's take a look at it. We'll start there. So is this like movie night now, Heather? I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of coaching. It's more just admiring your gameplay. It's admiring how the coaching is affecting you. Alright, let me... she said her rank is Eternus, obviously, so let's change the badge. We're now officially coaching an Eternus player. Alright. Let's watch some Eternus coaching at work on the haze. Clearly Eternus. If somebody joins and sees the Eternus badge, if they join like in the middle of this VOD, first time viewer, they're gonna be like, there's no way this is an Eternus player. Oh man. So Eternus. Honestly, it looks like me. I was like, wait a second, is that me playing Haze?
I have my orders.
Oh, you know what we should do? Hold up. Here's what we should do. 1 second. What we really need to do is look at Heather's coaching at her notes and do a compare and contrast. Everybody can do movie night. Okay? These were Heather's notes, yes? Okay. She's supposed to be killing the healing minion first. And she's supposed to be trying to kill the enemy minions without any reloading, using more infinite ammo. ultimate at least one time in lane phase was more for Dynamo, right? But that's okay. Take no damage from enemy minions was also part of the training regiment. So playing behind her minions, behind cover, trying to take no damage. Okay, so we're looking at how she's implementing this. Laning, we're focusing enemy minions first, but don't take damage from them. Play behind your minions. Try not to reload if a minion is about to die. Top priority in lane is securing and denying orbs. Use infinite sliding in lane. Put into practice what you're using in training regiment. In the mid game, when it comes to builds, I want you to know which item comes next so you know what to buy. We went over spikes. We spent like a lot of time talking about power spikes, and we even annotated her builds so she knew which items were spikes, so she knew when she was like strongest for fights. And this is also going to help her spend souls so that she's not like constantly sitting on 9k souls or whatever. And then we also need her to use items that she buys because she bought Echo Shard and didn't use it a single time over the entire course of the game. Okay, now that we know the notes, let us watch the VOD with that in mind. Oh, look, healing minion. Yep. Securing the orb. Playing behind minions. Securing the orb. Oh my gosh, Heather. Oh, we didn't secure that orb. Bullet's gonna give you like 7 strikes, by the way. If Bullet's still here, he's gonna strike you out fast.
With coordination, this can be deadly.
You have a good eye.
Yeah, you're lucky he's not here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Dang it, he is here. We're on what strike now? There are no strikes for anybody other than Bullet, actually, I think is how it works. Strike none. Playing behind minions. Oh, didn't deny or secure the orbs there, Heather. Another set of orbs. Oh my gosh, she's so low. I would have dove the freaking Guardian for that. You're crazy, I love it.
You're nothing to me.
Not securing the orbs? Heather! Heather, what are we doing? I thought I was supposed to admire coaching, and these orbs are just flying up for anybody to grab. No one is there? You don't know that. You just think you know that. The Eternus player is sitting up here, denying all your orbs. If I was that Celeste with 7 HP, I'm sitting on the roof, risking my life to deny your orbs because I know that I can live until the healing minion gets there. Someone was there, Heather. What about that orb, huh? Somebody was there. What about that one? Yeah, this story's falling apart really fast. Playing behind minion only took 45 damage from minions that wave. Oh my gosh, going for the bridge buff probably because we're just the best. We're not reloading. We forgot the reload keybind still. You almost lost the bridge buff over 2 boxes and a golden statue. Heather. She probably thought nobody was there, you guys. She was probably like, Coach Blayton, there's nobody there though, guys. Coach, there was nobody there, Coach. But then he was there all of a sudden. Oh my gosh.
No one will bar my path.
Oh my goodness. Is Bullet in this game? No, Bullet's not here? Okay.
Good night.
Here's your chance to shape your destiny.
Heather got that piece of candy bit from Family Guy. I've never seen Family Guy. So, you're talking to an ignorant fella. Bullet, were you like spectating this in Discord or something? Did you watch this game? I see. Okay, we'll take a look at it in a minute, Bullet. First, I have to roast Heather for all this fake coaching implementation. All these orbs flying up in the air willy-nilly. Bridge buffs just going unpunched because we wanted a couple boxes. Viper almost stealing them. One bullet in the clip, not pressing the keybind for reload. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. I start reloading later. Yeah, well, we'll see. I like how this bridge buff has been up for 2.5 minutes. Man, I love Initiate. It's fantastic. I mean, Eternus, obviously.
I wish.
You can't stop me.
Okay, stilling the sinners.
Your mind and spirit will be reforged.
You need a special icon with the Eternus symbol, but then a question mark. I need a special symbol just for Heather. Heather's a special case. Oh my goodness, these orbs. They're just flying all over the place. Pretty sure Celeste just ulted the ground, by the way. Look at all those orbs! Oh my goodness. Wait, we have dagger? Alright, Paradox goes down. Sorry, I didn't mean to click pause. I meant to click on this. We actually use Echo Shard. What a beautiful thing. Alright. Can't wait to see the rest of this game. I wonder what's spawning right now on the bridges. There's a name for those, I think. There's a name for those, I think. A casting buff, by the way, after she just hit 4.8k Spirit Spike. Imagine how helpful that would be. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, bridge buff, baby. Alright. Imagine getting buff. Couldn't be me.
The professor fights with conviction.
Heather, we need to do a live coaching session sometime, not a VOD review. That way I can yell at you every single time an orb is flying up. And I guarantee you by the end of that lane phase, you will never forget, ever, to secure an orb.
The job's done.
If I'm backseating you on the really, really annoying garbage, it'll force you to remember. I need to do it with Bullet too. Bullet, we need to do a live coaching session as well, so I can yell at you. Why aren't you sliding? There's actually, okay, I thought about implementing this. I think I've talked about it in the past, but I thought about implementing this because I saw another coach do it on a different game, and I thought it was hilariously genius. But he basically used like the Pavlov's dog thing. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Anyway, basically, it's the dog that they would ring a bell every time they fed the dogs, and then eventually when you ring the bell, the dogs just freak out because they think they're getting fed. Yeah. So basically, it's that, but with a really, really annoying sound, like a beep, every time you're not doing the thing that you should be doing, that you know you should be doing, and then I stop doing the beep when you do it. So basically, any time that Bullet should be sliding and isn't infinite sliding, I'll do a beep or whatever. And then over the course of the game, he'll learn, like, if I don't want to hear this really annoying beep in my ear, I'm gonna have to learn how to infinite slide on the wave. Or like every time an orb goes up in the air, I do like this annoying beep. We should ult her, by the way. She dies here if you ult her. See? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I talked about it like months ago, but then I never really put any energy into like actually figuring out a way to correctly implement it. But I think it would be a very effective live coaching method, because this coach does live coaching on the game that they play, and most coaches in Deadlock don't do live coaching, to my knowledge. Almost everything is VOD reviews, so it would be kind of unique to our stream, but I think it would be really helpful, because a lot of the times you get a VOD review and you get a bunch of notes that are going to be very, very helpful if you implement all of them, and then you load up a game and you don't implement all of the notes because it's a lot to take, and because when you're not in the stream receiving a VOD review, you sink back into old habits. But in live coaching, I literally just sit there and yell at you on the things that I know you need to be working on, and then I can, like, kind of ingrain it into you, you know what I mean? We should definitely do a VOD review, or not a VOD review, a live coaching session, Heather, so I can just yell at you the entire game about securing orbs. I bet you by the end of that game, you're gonna start building up some habits that won't go away no matter how many times you try to get it to leave. Your brain is just going to yell at you. How to kill walkers faster? Use infinite sliding. Use one stamina, slide out of the stamina, shoot with infinite ammo. Do it over and over and over again, and you'll only have to reload like one time or not at all while you kill the walker. Alright, Heather, you're gonna have to schedule up a live coaching session. You're gonna have to find a time when you can sit on stream in a game, like maybe next week or the week after or whatever, and we should do a live coaching session where I basically apply an annoying amount of pressure on you to start creating these habits that we talked about. Bullet, we should do it with you too.
I'll slip through them.
Woo! Okay, the ult was like a little bit late. If you're gonna commit an ult in a fight, I want you to go into it beforehand, Heather. Like, I want it to be a part of your game plan. Like, oh, if this Eternus, if I'm able to dagger him under my Guardian, I'm gonna pop ult instantly. Because you waited for him to use dash and he could have gone out. I do a live coaching if the times align. Yeah, crab shot. Well, I can try and schedule it too. Like, you can say, hey, next Wednesday at this time, can we do the live coaching session? And then basically I'll try and reserve it for you, because live coaching has to be that way, right? Like, it's really hard for me to just do like, or it's really hard for you guys, more importantly, to be like, yeah, I can just do a live coaching whenever. Like, unless the stream is your life, it's gonna be dang near impossible. So we'd have to like schedule it. Basically, when you go into the request a coach and you put in live coaching, I would just put in there, like at days and or times that would be best. Like, I'm available Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday between 2 and 5 or whatever Eastern, and then I can be like, all right, we'll try and get you in that time. And then if I can't be there or you can't be there, that's fine. We'll just reschedule until it works out. But live coaching can be really beneficial when you're trying to work on really, really specific stuff that just is not happening in your own time. So like, despite the training regimens I give you, despite the games you're playing, despite you trying to implement it and it's just not working, live coaching can be really beneficial in those moments. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have suggested it to Shelly as well, because Shelly says she's been struggling so much with comms. Maybe we should do a live coaching session and I would tell her like what to say and how to say it and see if it would help at all with their comms.
They took out the goat man. Don't make me hurt you.
Nice kill.
Today there will be a reaping. Now they see me.
Heather, this game is looking a lot better, by the way. It's looking way better than the first game we reviewed yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever it was. Now I can't even remember. We are sitting on a lot of souls though, but it's better. It is a lot to keep track of. Ah, here we go. Now we get green vitality spike. Yeah, that's big.
You are caregiver, Professor. And the hidden
But this is like, I also want you guys to keep in mind, which I don't know if we went over this beforehand, but this is also Heather's very first game after coaching. Is that correct, Heather? We did coaching, and then you queued this game up later.
A Blue Walker is under attack.
This is the first game implementing coaching. Imagine her implementing coaching for 49 more games after this, how much better it's gonna get. This is game 1. Hayes, you're doing so good right now. Oh my gosh.
They destroyed our Blue Walker.
I'm not even warmed up yet.
Round of applause. Round of applause for Heather. Because I want to kill you, IRL. Oh, that's funny.
I go where I wish.
She gets rift for her team. Her doubles are up, but she's gonna go kill some bad guys instead because that's way more fun. Amen to that, by the way. And then you can buy Echo Shard. You just got enough money for it.
And they will fall.
Bridge buffs in 30. What are we doing? Lose Hayes? Oh my gosh, we're in their heads. It's over. Loser Hayes. Oh my goodness, we already won the psychological war. It's over for them. They don't know that Hayes has the power of an Eternus coach in her back pocket. You need to go get Bridge Buff and then buy Echo Shard for sure. Your team should have backed out after Blue Walker, but they don't know any better. Oh no. Are we not gonna buy Echo Shard? Oh, I think you're trying to help your team, but they're already super low in Dedge. Oh my gosh, nice tracking by the way, Heather. That was excellent, micro. Heather's better than me. Yo, Heather, are you available for coaching sometime? I could use some help on my haze, by the way. I'm gonna be doing a silent stream tonight, and I might be playing Deadlock, and I'm just gonna need you to hop in the chat and give me some coaching on haze. I actually don't even know if we'll be playing Deadlock. I don't know what the plan is, but it's probably going to be Counter-Strike. Because my brother's obsessed with Counter-Strike. And also, if all the boys are on, like there's 4 of us that usually game together. And if all of us are on, only me and my brother play Deadlock. So when it's all 4 of us, we usually end up playing Counter-Strike. And use the build you helped me with? I could do that. Oh my gosh, nice dagger. You're actually just better than me at haze. Imagine if you had Echo Shard though, right about now. You know what I mean? Just saying, just throwing it out there. Oh, nice 2 from your Dynamo. Not bad. Nice use of your 2. I don't know if you did this intentionally, but that was a good use of your 2. Nice freaking work. Oh, you play Max Dagger and Max Fixation.
Thanks, Professor.
Look at you just beam this guy. Holy smokes. Look at him run. This guy had just crapped his pants right now.
Thank you.
You think you're clever,
You're a psycho for going back in. I love it, by the way.
delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, we're sitting on way too many souls. That's for sure.
I needed that time.
We call this pulling a bullet, Heather. That's what you're doing right now, okay? You're pulling a bullet. Can't do that. That's a no-no. I got murderous. I will say, Bullet, if you're on an 11-0 kill streak, I'll allow for 14k souls. How's that for my new rule? If you're in a double-digit kill streak, you can be in double-digit souls, but this double-digit, right? Not so like 5-figure instead of 4-figure. That's my new rule, Bullet. I will say, I actually did see Pars. He was playing Haze. This is like one of the best players. Actually, in my opinion, he's the best player, best Haze player in the world. Best M1 in the world is Parzelli. And Pars was playing Haze, and he had 13k souls because he kept killing people, and he was like, I should go buy, and then he'd see somebody else and he'd go kill them. So, I mean, to be fair, even an E6 player, best in the world, arguably was doing it. So my new rule is now Eternus approved. If you have double-digit kill streak, you can have 5-figure souls unspent. That's my new rule. You guys have to catch me on it. So if I bring up how many souls somebody has, you have to be like, yo, but Coach Blayton, they're on a 12 kill streak, and then I'll be like, oh, okay, my bad. I used to be bad at spending, now I have Crab in the back of my head yelling at me to spend. Let's go, Crab Shack. Crab Shack's just a mini Coach Blayton. He's just doing he's been doing the life coaching well before I was, you know? What about just for being cool? That is the rule. If you have double-digit kill streak, that is the being cool. Anything else is not cool. How did you dodge that? Dang, Heather's just playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. This is crazy work. I freak out if I don't spend my money. Dude, I go to the shop so often, especially during lane phase, that I'll go, oh crap, I don't have enough for this item. I thought I had enough. I'll have like, I need 2,400, and I'll go over with 2,200, and I'll be like, oh shoot, I need 200 more souls, and then I go get 200 more souls and come back to the shop. That's how often I'm trying to spend money. Yeah, Crab Check, I'm the same way. I'm always looking for opportunities to buy. Sometimes it's like borderline a detriment.
Passage.
Reload. Press R. Reload keybind. Alice, I know you're still at work, I think. Or I think you are. Anyway, have you been implementing the like lower sensitivity and using right click less or unbinding right click altogether? Have you used it at all and do you feel like it's helped at all? Warp stone! Aw, you should have warp stoned after that in Eternus. Oh, it's so unlucky. Bullet. I've been saying to use her warp stone the entire time. Yeah. Needs to use that warp stone. Press that bad boy. Alice, you said you unbound yes. I rebound my alt cast to right click now. Do you feel like it has helped? Do you feel like the right clicking thing has been like more controlled and easier to use?
Death by my hand.
I need to do another better keybind for them. Yeah, you can rebind all of the ability keys to be something easier to use. Something that I see that's really, really common is like the F1, 2, 3, 4 keys. Because then they're like right above your 1, 2, 3, 4 keys if that's what you use for your abilities, but I mean, it's up to you. Using lower sense, but I messed up my arm raging, so I had to take a break for a couple days, but the lower sensing keybind change feels better, just gotta practice. That's good.
York is under attack.
Heather, this gameplay's looked significantly better. After our live coaching session, it's gonna be just completely different world for you. You're never letting an orc go again. Oh my gosh, look at that.
The Sandman comes for you all.
You're just smurfing at this point, aren't you? Literal smurf. Oh, that's tragic. Wait, do you not have Echo Shard? You have Echo Shard!
The
Heather.
Sandman comes for you all.
Echo Shard! There we go. A little late, but we used it. We remembered. Oh no! So I'm so bad. I would have gone in there and ulted. Warp Stone! Warp Stone! Yeah! Uh-oh, we're gonna get stunned. It has so helped knowing when I can go in and when I have to stay back a bit. That's good.
You are a caregiver, Professor. And the Hidden King thanks you.
Oh, that's so sad. You were so close to hyperlining her. Dagger. I would have daggered to reload. You guys just win here, right? 30k souls ahead, self-rejuve, 7 was channeling. Oh, nice try.
Hello. of the fight.
What a game, Heather. Round of applause for Heather. W's in the chat. What an excellent game after the coaching session. We definitely need you to just keep implementing your notes and doing the training regimen, and you're gonna see like massive improvement over the next 50 games. That's huge. I mean, we're already seeing an improvement. That was a fantastic game. Huge W for Heather. Oh my goodness. I need to come up with a way to send a annoying buzz into your guys' ears so that the stream hears it every time I press it. So I can press it like every time an orb is about to fly up or is flying up, and I'll just hold it down so it's just ringing in your ears until you secure the orb. And you're just gonna hear that noise 8 freaking times every single wave, every 30 seconds until you learn to start shooting orbs. Need soundboards? Yeah, I should probably just get like a virtual soundboard. I missed whatever you said after I said that. Patient came in, so I had to mute the audio. Still can't hear as well. Okay. No problem, Alex. Thanks for letting me know. Oh, man. Yeah, I'll need a soundboard, like Heather said, because then I can start implementing that. I think that's one of the largest benefits to live coaching. Like, some people just learn better from live coaching, like just having somebody talk to them while they're gaming, because then it makes it easier for them to go into their next games and start implementing that, because they're just like, oh, I remember when I was doing this and I was in a live coaching session, coach told me to do XYZ. But some people are like, dang, I wish I knew what I could have done better that game, and that's what VOD reviews are for. But if I could implement the soundboard into live VOD review, or live coaching rather, I think that would be heavily beneficial for people who struggle to implement specific things that are really holding them back. Like if there's a specific habit you're just not able to work on, or a specific skill, it's really, really helpful. So for example, what this other coach was doing is it was crosshair placement, and it was in Valorant, and he would ring the bell. It was actually like just a really annoying tone, and he would just press it and hold it down until he had good crosshair placement. And he would do it even during buy phase, like before the round even started. You're just sitting there buying, and he's like, I want you to have good crosshair placement, and he'd ring the bell while he was buying. So the student would have to put his crosshair at good crosshair placement and then buy guns and then go to wherever he wanted to on the map to defend his site or whatever. And he would basically do this, and then anytime his crosshair was in a bad spot, the tone would come. And I kid you not, within like 3 minutes that guy had better crosshair placement, because it's just like the most annoying way to learn. And that would like, obviously it's not something where I would constantly be wailing on the tone, because it's something very specific that we're working on in a game that's much more complex in terms of mechanics. But that's where I got the idea. I was like, dang, that's actually a genius coaching method. I think it would be helpful for certain things. Well, hopefully I'm streaming next week. Hopefully streaming gets more regular, actually, just in general, period, end of sentence. But I hope that streaming next week is back to regular, and then we can do some live coaching next week for some of you guys when you're available. Because I think we're mostly caught up on VOD reviews. I think I've done everybody now. Oh, except for Shelly's newest request. Oh man, you guys. Okay. I don't think I have it in me for another Pro VOD review today. We're probably going to have to do the Yamato Pro VOD review that I found next week, and that will cap off having done a Pro VOD review for every single hero. Then from there, we can kind of just do Pro VOD reviews as you guys want to see them. Like, whatever heroes you guys want to see done. What are we up to right now? Well, we just finished the VOD review for Heather. I don't think I have it in me to do another Pro VOD review right now, so I don't know. We're gonna be ending the stream soon. It's getting to that time of evening. But I will be back on later with a silent stream when I'm gaming with my brother and the boys and whatnot. So you guys can come hang out again later tonight. Probably in about an hour. But yeah. Word does seem like it's around about game time, huh? Yeah. I'll be gaming later tonight with a silent stream, so you guys can come chill out and we can just hang. I'll mostly, I mean, like I said, I probably won't be interacting a whole lot with the chat. I'll kind of message you guys every once in a while, but it's mostly for you guys to just come chill. And yeah, we'll be doing that later. But mostly it's just going to be hanging out. And then back to streaming next week. I'm going to try and do this because it's like already what my schedule seems to be. So it just makes sense to kind of implement it daily. Sorry, I was drinking water. But basically, I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm trying to start the stream earlier back to where we were starting it before. So closer to like 1 p.m. Eastern time. Lately, I've been starting streams really late. That's mostly to do with all of the hectic in the personal life. But I'm going to try getting streams starting closer to like noon or 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then going until about this time of day. And then when we end the stream, I'll game in the evenings. And that's usually me gaming with my brother. But sometimes it's me just solo queuing. And I'll try and do a silent stream. So it'll be like 2 streams a day. There will be like a coaching stream and then be a silent stream. I think I want that to get closer to what we'll be doing moving forward. But we'll just kind of see where it goes. Thanks so much for being here, Samurai. You have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Jeez. It's like not enough water in the world to fix whatever's going on in my throat today. It has been a short stream today, but since I am getting back on in like an hour-ish, I think we'll end it here. So I will catch you all later this evening, and maybe even tomorrow I'll be doing a silent stream. I don't know. So you'll just have to watch for the notifications that you have set up or for live announcement in the Discord. But I will catch you guys all later tonight and maybe over the weekend, like tomorrow. Kind of just depends on what's going on. But we'll end the coaching stream for today. Thank you all so much for being here. Absolutely love hanging out with you guys, talking. And I really appreciate the support. Thanks to our members on Patreon as well, our patrons. You guys are the GOAT. And yeah, I hope you guys all have great games. Hope the coaching helped. Take it easy, Crab Shack. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all.